Hello, hello. Right, I think this... yeah, I'm streaming. Okay. So Dominion 6 is out. I am going to take a look at it. I've looked at it a little bit so far. It's pretty surprising in some respects. I was shocked that there's no fog of war on the map. Anyway, let's... cave layers is also odd. I didn't find any caves in the little test game I did. It would be nice to find one. This looks good to me, though. Actually, do I want Old Age? Let's look at some of the Middle Age nations. Delete some of these players. Right, who's new? And who... Niedervanger, Bear, Wolf, and Crow. Well, I like the look of these guys because there aren't that many things to recruit, which is always nice. Did that say blood? You perform blood sacrifices. That's a lot of magic diversity. Let's see. Can we find a new nation or maybe something with this looks like Pan. Ackerbelt. Maybe something with glamour magic as well. Oh wow, is that only one mage? Oh, here we go. We got... Music's a bit loud, sorry. Oh, I know why. I haven't got the compressor on my mic instead. Is that any better? Let's see. So, Pyrene is new, isn't it? Hey, Techno. Is anyone else new in Middle Age? It's just Pyrene and Niedervanger, right? That's better? Good. I think that's it. I'll check EA as well. So EA we get Muspelheim. Pyrene again. Take a look. Oh wow, very different now though. Holy shit, look at these guys. Big Neanderthal looking dudes. That's kind of cool actually. I might play these just because they're a bunch of cavemen. That's kind of funny. Kind of looks like or Yor as I like to call them, since I can't pronounce very well. Are these the size 3? They look pretty small. Temples cost 300, labs cost 300. So that's pretty good for now, isn't it? I've noticed that everything is a lot more expensive. Cave dwelling humans and various giants. So those guys are new. Let's see if we got any other new nations in EA. I don't think so. Just Muspelheim, right? Yeah, all the humans are size 3 now, I noticed that as well. So, I think, is there like a lot of new nations in Late Age? I think someone said this is where the most new nations are. Let's see. I played Late Age the least, so I might not even... Some of the existing nations might be kind of surprising to me. Femini? Right, so there's one. That looks like Maragnon. Very much. And Piconnier? Oh wow. So is this a Herberg nation? That's pretty cool. Short lads. Oh, they've got a flying dude. Oh wow, he's a knight on a bird. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Let's see. Do you have any sacreds? These guys. What is a baculus? Like a two-handed hook thing. And Andromania, okay. Right. Dog-headed people. Okay. Alright, interesting. That seems like a lot of magic for late age. Although I guess you get a lot of magic in late age, just not very high paths, right? Yeah, I guess they don't get nature or fire on the pick, yeah. That makes sense then. Alright. I'll try out... Who is the other nation? Irene? I'll try these guys out, the caveman looking dudes. Or no, actually, I'll try a middle age one, because I've just joined an early age game as Muspelheim. So that'll be the first one I'll play. I'll try out middle age then. Where are these... Inspirational. Scar Souls. This unit has been soaked in the waters of Niederkettle and will not die if killed. Okay. How'd you kill him there? Each time he's killed, one Scar Soul will turn red, fade, and die in his stead. If the Nidbethed is drowned, petrified, or destroyed by a disintegrate spell, the Scar Skulls will not protect him. But if his soul is slain, one Scar Soul is killed, and the Nidbethed survives. Interesting. So I wonder how this works, exactly. Shape change into a crow, very cool. You get any glamour? You look like you might get glamour. I guess not. Okay, so a Death Astral Nation, basically. And a Blood Nation? What the units are like. So these things also have the Scar Souls. 50% 0 Scar Souls left. This is 100% 0 Scar Souls left. I wonder how this works exactly. Nice dual wielding unit too. Not much protection, but I guess that's normal for EA, right? Well, this is MA though now, right? Yeah, they're kind of pretty low prot then. Berserker. We have a Greatsword Sacred, and then we have a 2-weapon Skirmisher. And we've got a Battle Axe Berserking Skirmisher. Javelin unit. Short bow unit. And is that another? It's a one-handed axe and no shield. Interesting lineup. Temples cost 300, that's nice. Scales and Blesses Turmoil Limit +1. Cold. Does that mean you can get to Turmoil 4? That's crazy. You can do Blood Sacrifice. These guys seem pretty cool, right? How would you bless these guys then? You'd probably do something about their protection, right? I wonder how this works. That would be... Let's see. Let's see what pretenders they get. We'll see what we can do with them. Now, someone said you press tab on the screen and something happens. Ah! That's handy. So, not a huge variety of pretenders. How expensive are these? 45, 12, 46. I mean, you can probably expand with these guys pretty easily because you can just spam units, right? They're all really cheap. I don't see any new pretend chassis. Not for these guys anyway. What's the key to see the bless effects, that even if you don't have them? Question mark is failing me. Maybe you can't do that anymore. Does this work? Okay. Used to be a key you could press that would just show you the unavailable blesses. The pool thing? Oh yeah, the geyser. Yeah, I overlooked that one because I've used the... yeah, I saw that one when I was doing Muspelheim. You're right there, yeah, this one's new. Yeah, okay. So, there's tons of new blesses as well, right? Let's see, morale... Yep. Waste and survival, yep. Fire resistance. So, the resistance blesses have changed, I guess. You don't get minor and greater now, it's just... There's just 5 points of fire res. Can you take that multiple times, I wonder? Oh, you can, okay. So you can get 25 fire res if you want it. If you really want it. Got fire res, attack skill, +1. So I assume that's the same and you can just take it. Yep. Inspirational presence, yeah, that's normal. Righteous wrath. Blessed units... No. Blessed units will become filled with righteous fury if another sacred unit is killed in its vicinity. Okay. Furious one will get increased strength and attack skill and morale for a short while. I wonder if that applies when you trigger whatever this ability is. Like, does that count as dying, I wonder? Because maybe you could get the benefit of that without without anyone actually needing to die. That would be useful. Death explosion, yep, heat aura, fire shield, flaming weapons, unbearable splendor. Blessed units are surrounded by an aura of unbearable splendor. Anyone trying to strike them must pass an MR check or be permanently blinded. Wow, so they've got sight vengeance as a bless, that's cool. We've got precision, shock res, far shot, awareness. So this gives you unsurroundable, pretty good for giants. Swiftness, yep. Storm flight. Blessed flying units can fly unhindered by storms. 4-point air blast to give your flying sacreds storm immunity. I mean, that still is pretty good, right? I wonder if that requires blessed flying unit. Yeah, it would require you to get blessed. Still pretty good though, right? Because if you have flying units and air magic, you probably want to put up storm. It's probably pretty good. Only 4 points, I suppose. Windwalker, yep. Weightlessness. Blessed units and their equipment becomes almost weightless. They ignore most of the weight of heavy armors as well as gains the floating trait. Encumbrance from armors is halved, but spellcasting is still difficult. Mounts with weightless riders will not receive the encumbrance penalty for having a rider. I have no idea how to evaluate that. It sounds like it might be pretty good, I guess, if you have really heavy armor. Pretty expensive, though. Oh, I guess blesses work slightly differently now, though, right? It comes from your total pool of bless points. Air shield, thunder weapons. Yeah, since you can, yeah. I guess individual blesses aren't. There's a bit more like flexibility in what you can take, isn't there? Large bodies and flight as a bless. I mean, that's pretty cool, but if you have like a high air magic pretender, you'll probably research mass flight at some point, won't you? I guess it's nice early on, but don't know if I'd use it or not. I mean, it's cool though. It's cool that it's an option. There's probably some nation on which it would be pretty cool to have a bunch of flying sacreds. Alright, water. Winter's Gift, that's, you know, swamp survival, Colrez, swimming, defense, Chilora. Slowing weapons, that's pretty sick. Oops. So slow is one of those effects that's like deceptively really strong. Attacks from blessed units will make those hit apathetic and slow unless they resist the effect. Okay, so it's got a magic resistance check. That's a shame. Dominions is less than a gigabyte? Is it? How big is it now? Let's just check that. Oh, it doesn't tell me on the thing. Properties. Install files. 642 megabyte. Not bad. Most of that's probably the sprites as well. It's like 10,000 sprites or something in the game. Yeah, slowing weapons, I mean, I guess if it needs a magic resistance check, it's not quite as good. Slow is a really powerful effect though. Especially since it means you, not only does it make your units weaker, but it also means they're less likely to escape if they lose a battle as well. So it increases the number of losses you'll inflict on people. That's one of those blesses I'd probably be really tempted to play around with that. Because I really like the slow effect. I like slow and slime and all those effects that give slowness on things. Oh yeah, I guess yeah, it makes sense. It would be mostly sprites, wouldn't it? I guess it's just funny because like in Dominions the graphics are like every creature is just 2 sprites at most. Some of them just 1. Slow plus quickness would be pretty funny, yeah. You could actually do that now as well, wouldn't you? Because you can you can use bless points from something else. Vitriol weapons too, damn. Acid damage. Those hit will suffer from acidic burns and their armors might become damaged. So 7 AP acid damage. I mean, it's not bad, I suppose. Only 7 though, so it's still going to be better against unarmored things, isn't it? I suppose it depends how likely it is to damage armor though. If it's reducing armor and doing armor piercing damage, I guess it's pretty good. Water breathing. The only time I ever see people discuss water breathing is when when using it accidentally gets their entire army drowned. It's usually how it goes. God gets killed and their entire underwater army just vanishes. Frost mist weapons. Attacks from blessed units will project a cloud of cold intense enough to harm those in the area. Area 1, cold cloud 3. Nice. So I assume that's like the ice mist scimitar. Same sort of effect. There's a new spell that sinks provinces into the ocean, really? The slow stack? I don't think so. I'm not sure about different sources, because I'm not sure. I think slow is just an effect. So if you're slowed, you just get half action speed, and then other things like slime just apply slow to you. I think that's how it works anyway. Permanently changed coastal province to ocean. Damn, that's wild. I was doing a test game and I got an event where a river flooded and it changed the terrain. So the province went from being highlands and forest to being highland, forest and flooded river, and it looked to like swamp on the map, which was kind of cool. And good old quickness as well. I love the quickness bless, and it'd be easier to get now, wouldn't it? Because I guess you still need to have water 9 though, that's the thing. I don't often have magic skills either. This is the thing. Hand-drawn maps are going to be much harder to make. Yeah, that's... yeah. I guess you have to make it... I guess you have to make... every province needs to have, what, just variations for all the different terrains it can turn into? Yeah. Alright, Earth Blessers. These look the same, I think. I don't... that looks a bit different. And Survival, Reinvigoration, Strength of Earth, Unbreakable, yep. Larger... Reconstruction. Yep. Oh no, this used to just be called... what did this used to just be called? Less units gain fire and shock res, okay. Is that more expensive or was it always 6? I can't remember. Fire and shock resistance got renamed resilient. Right, yeah, okay. That makes sense. Big Blast feels hard now. Less scales to trash, interesting. I think that... let me just check that actually. I think it said that my scales can... oh, maybe not. Did I misread that? Scales unless it's... thermal limit +1, coal limit +1. Is the limit 2 now? Should I only be able to get to cold 2? And thermal 2? Oh, I see. So you can't go below 2 usually. That is interesting. I didn't realize that. Huh. Yeah, so it's a bit harder to get 3 points by dumping scales, you're right. So fire and shock resistance, was that always 6 points? I can't remember how much it used to be. That's still nice though, isn't it? Because if you wanted to get fire and shock from the other things, you'd need 8 points, so... FSO was 5, yeah, I thought it was. Still pretty efficient, I guess. Well, this is incarnate and those aren't. I guess that's the trade-off then, I guess, is that the basic resistances you just always get in your blast. Hard skin, 5 prot, and fortitude, half damage, yep. So, nothing new in Earth, it looks like. That's a shame. Resistor changed a bit, I see. Okay. But yeah, I think I remember... I've read something about that. I don't remember what it was exactly though, but does it say if I look at someone's resistances? That's... yeah, cold res. Damage from cold and frost is reduced by 5 points, plus a 10% reduction of any remaining damage. Is this 2 times the value, or... does anyone get more? I think they all just get 5, so I can't check. Let's see, actually, do one of the pretenders get like big poison res or something? 15. Ah, yeah, so double the value, okay. So flat 15 and then a percent based. So that's an improvement then, right? The resistor better now? Makes resistances a lot more meaningful for high hit point creatures. Yeah, yeah. So I remember back in the old days, it used to be that if you had fire resistance, it didn't have a value, right? It was just, you just had fire resistance and it just... I don't know, did it just half all fire damage or just negated fire damage or something? And then the values thing was... Yeah, I remember in Dominions 3 you just got your resists and then that was it. You just had like immunity to elemental or something. And then they changed it to the point-based one. And I guess this is like halfway between the two. But in theory, if you had like 50 resistance, you'd be immune then, right? If it scales all the way to 100%. Yeah, it's kind of funny. Our undead, still just 25 poison though. Alright. Astral. So Arcane Command, Magic Resistance, same as always. Spirit Sight. I think Spirit Sight's going to be more valuable now, isn't it? Because of glamour stuff. They also ignore certain glamour effects such as mirror image, blur, and invisibility. Blur sounds new. Solo weapons. Barcaster, Arcane Finesse, this is all same as the Minions 5. Magic weapons, Twist Fate, Fate Weaving. Still don't know what this blast does exactly. Seen some people claiming it's good though, so you know. And etherealness. Yeah, so this is all the same as all, isn't it? Death, we got Undoing, Undead Command, Half Dead. Is this any different? Nope. Fate Weaving. Mending Bones. All Sacred Unknown units heal afflictions over time outside battle. Is that new? It sounds new. Oh, also, is it true that Bless effects are now moddable? Because I saw someone talking about that as well. Because that would be cool. You can mod your own Bless effects. Stygian Flesh? Maybe... What is our... Our guys have a problem with prot, right? Oh, they have 8 protection, okay. I don't think Stygian's going to help much there. I guess it gives them 8... It gives them 10 head protection, but that's... Time to mod in glitched weapons. Oh, so you can't... Oh, right, okay. I was thinking maybe you'd be able to create new Bless effects, but it sounds like you just... you can just mod the existing ones, I see, okay. Sounds more realistic then, I suppose. Let's see, Death. Reforming Flesh, yep. Reanimators, yep. I'm glad I got to use that finally, even though it did absolutely nothing in the game I'm in. Death weapons. I always wanted to do death weapons on a nation as well. It seems like this might be good on Sacreds that have lots of attacks, right? 2 armor getting damage, but... It's a shame it's got a magic resistance roll. You see a lot of, especially mod nations, you always get like Sacreds that have tons of attacks. I always think about trying to put death weapons on them. Just a bunch of 2 armor negating damage on top of all those attacks, you know. Here. Yeah, nothing super new. So some new fire stuff, some new water stuff. How's nature looking? Resilient, low light, poison res, forest survival, unaging, poison weapons, recoup, berserker, bark skin, regen. Yep, same as always. But here's some real new stuff though. Glamour. So Undreaming. All sacred units are more resistant versus sleep effects. Plus 4 MR versus sleep. The chance of waking up each combat round is also doubled. Okay. So... Is sleep more common now as an effect, or...? I mean, the big nature sleep spell was always pretty brutal, actually. And I suppose this is a really cheap blast, so I mean, you could just slap this on just for free resistance, right? Undreaming plus indiscriminate battlefield sleep spells, yeah. Heroism, all sacred units gain 50% more experience. I'm noticing that these all say all sacred units, they don't say blessed units. So most of the things say blessed units, unless it's something outside of combat, right? Like forest survival is all sacred units. This just says all sacred units. But this doesn't require bless, this doesn't require bless, this doesn't require bless. I mean, this one makes sense, but that's pretty nice if so. The link in Steam is there now, but it's wrong and gives 404. Oh, is that in Somba's thread? I'll let him know. Thanks for telling me. It's just, it's nice, it's convenient. It's odd that this one's out of combat. True Sight, all sacred again. So this also helps you with patrolling as well, which is good. Blessed units, okay. So what does blur do exactly? Blessed units will become blurred and difficult to attack in melee. Attacking units have their attack skill reduced by 2. Okay. Attackers with True Sight or Spirit Sight ignore the blurred condition. There's a chance for assassins to catch your commanders literally sleeping? Really? So does this make you more likely to wake up if an assassin is creeping towards you or something? Is that what you're telling me? That's pretty cool. Does that mean they'll be unarmored? Let's be real, if an assassin is going to always target your mage. You're never going to be lucky enough for it to target a big armored guy. Obfuscate. All sacred units are stealthy. Oh wow. We got Quiet Strike, which just makes stealthy sacreds more stealthy, and then Obfuscate to actually give them stealth. Would you ever use that though? That's cool, but I'm trying to think. I mean, I suppose it's useful, right? Hard to justify what is that going to be? Using 6 points of your bless on that though? Consider stealth giants. It'd be pretty funny, wouldn't it? I mean, the awkwardness would be if you've got some sacred units, but you also rely on army. You'd only be able to do squads of sacreds as stealthy stuff. I mean, it might be good. It's just tough when it's up against, you know, resistances and... I mean, it's almost as much as regen. Regen's 7 points, this is 6. It potentially gives any nation access to stealth breaches. I mean, that's pretty funny. Wonder if it's any easier to dom kill people in this game. Basically impossible in 5, so... Unless you're blood sacking a lot. Ore. Less units have ore. This is 6 glamour, 2 fire. This got taken from fire. I guess that's why Fire got some new stuff. Displacement. Blessed units appear beside their actual location and are very difficult to hit in melee. Attacking units have their attack skill reduced by 5. Attackers with True Sight or Spirit Sight ignore the displaced condition. Okay. This is just an upgraded version of Blur then. For 3 points gets you -2, or 7 points gets you -5. Red, also 7 points. Blessed units are shrouded in nightmares. Nearby enemies will see these nightmares as if they were real, and likely flee from battle. Units that can see invisible can see through the illusions and are not effective. Tier 5 True Sight negates. That's pretty cool. But how much is Real Fear? 8. This is 1 point less than Real Fear. The only difference is that True Sight negates it. Which is also a Glamour Bless, amusingly. True Sight seems really useful to pick up. As a cheap one then. Just to see through a bunch of glamour stuff, huh? Hey Hexa, no, I'm not, I'm gonna keep all the Muspelheim stuff secret. So that, no one gets to see my secret tech. At the moment I'm just looking through blesses. I'm looking at, what's this nation? Need Avenger? That's what these guys are all about. I wonder if we could stick some of this bless stuff on, some of this glamour stuff on these guys to make up for the, the low protection. Make them harder to hit instead. And luck. Requires luck. So this was an Astral Bless, right? Yeah. Oh, well, cool. And blood. We have Strong Vitae, Strength of Flesh, Strong Blood. All sacred units have 5 poison res and 80 disease res at all times. Nice. Enchanted Blood. Blessed units regenerate 0.5 hit points each round and get +1 magic resistance. Also, Profuse Bleeding will instantly stop. That's also cool. Blood Surge as usual. Blood Bond as usual. Unholy Weapons. This is another bless that I always wanted to take, just because it's cool. The new magic is just like the other paths, I think. It's just like nature and stuff. Blood is still the kind of the unique one that requires, you know, weird blood hunting and stuff like that. Glamour magic just takes gems like everything else. I don't think it's anything special besides that. Yep, whole new path. So we got 9 magic paths now. Blood is still the special one. Kind of neatens up these paths as well, because you've got fire and water, earth and air. Now you've got astral nature and death and glamour are opposed to each other. And then blood is the kind of the wild card. Empiric weapons is new, right? Is that death or death? That's the path, right? Not the skull. Yeah, this is the scale, the white skull. Purple skull is the path. Attacks from blessed units drain the life from living enemies. Those wounded will take additional damage that is added to the blessed one's hit points. 3 armor negating drain damage. That's pretty sick, but expensive. I guess it's cooler if you're doing blood and death stuff anyway. Be thematic, you know, planning to get vampires. Start off with some sacreds with vampiric weapons. Okay, so do we have sacred mages? Yes. So we got Seath Brenders. We have H1s. We have Healthy? No. Shape changing mage priests. Wow, okay, so all of our mages are sacred. And then we just have that one sacred two-handed sword dude. What's your sight? 2 death, 1 air, 1 pearl. Okay. Any obfuscate means that any province that recruits priests now gives you scouts. I guess. I guess that's true. These guys, I mean, what kind of bless do these guys want? They have ridiculous morale, which is pretty cool. They got cold res, a bunch of survivals, and this weird thing, so I'm dying to see how this actually works in game. I think what they want is a quickness displacement bless. But I don't think I'm going to be able to get that. So what am I able to get? Is there anyone that gets glamour and water just out of curiosity though? Doesn't look like it. This guy gets glamour, death and astral. That sounds like an interesting combo. What's a glamour, death and astral? False life might be pretty good. False life. What's... I've already... Is that something I've looked at? False life. False life. Evie, what's false life? Undying? Maybe. It depends. So sometimes it's good to take what something is good at and just stack on it, right? So I like to do the opposite though, I think. So I'd kind of... I think I'd like to try and do something about their low protection. So either increase their protection or just give them shitloads of defense. Which is why quickness would be cool. Because it would also give them, 2 defense. And also boost their movement. You can't really do much about protection though, can you? It's just like... You can get like, what, 5 base protection? From hard skin, is it? Yeah. Or you can get, Stygian Flash, which gives them head protection at least. Probably easier to get defense on them, isn't it? Let's see, you have water magic. What else do we get with water? Nothing, basically. I mean, we could do like an awake. This goes water and earth. What can we do with that? Can we actually get... Yeah, get hard skin and some levels of defense? That'd be cool. Probably a bit too expensive. I mean, he's awake. What are our scales at the moment? Those scales are not looking good at the moment, though. I'm not very good at building pretenders, by the way. I usually talk to other people about what they do on nations in order to put pretenders together. Well, you know what might be cool as well? Is the glamour thing that gives you more experience. Because you'd get stats from gaining stars, wouldn't you? I can give you an invite to the community I play in if you're interested, Professor. I can just find the link. There we go. There are a few games at the moment that are recruiting. Oh, heroism is only 1 point. That's it's not bad for Dormant, right? Alright, I haven't done the scales yet though. Let's stick to neutral here, we'll drop that. Wow, can't get... Oh, that's right, we've got... Right, turmoil limit +1, coal limit +1. That means we also can't go above order 1. That's quite interesting. So you're incentivized to go turmoil, so I might as well go turmoil luck then, right? Do we like a particular... temperature? Prefers cold scale +2, okay. -2 bless points left. What have I what have I screwed up here? Six points of earth gets hard skin. 4 points and this gets this. Am I missing something? Shouldn't I have more bless points than this? Let's see. 12, 16, shouldn't that be 18 bless points? You get nothing for the first point. Okay, so I lose 4 points. Okay, I see. Right, okay. Let's try that again then. So can I get blur? I should probably get true sight as well, but let's ignore that for now. Blur, heroism, defense, hard skin. This might be pointless getting hard skin, honestly, if I'm gonna be in prison, right? They wanted to nerf rainbow blessers a bit? I see. We tried slowing weapons, but I think that's bad on a... Then again, it would lower enemy attack if it hits. I don't think it's gonna hit though. Maybe Chillera. We get built-in cold res, don't we? Yeah. Then this gives what? More cold res? We go to 15 cold res with a Chillera. So I have 1 bless point left. What can I get for 1 bless point? Probably another point of heroism. Okay. I'm not sure this is a good build. But it's efficient, so let's go with it. Name is going to be... I have no idea. Large blue pool. Alright. That's the extent of my creativity at the moment. Story events, sure. Global enchantment slots 5. What is artifact yearning chance? The artifact yearning chance indicates the chance each month for a new yearning artifact to appear. The yearning will not start until someone has researched construction level 9 or made something else that increases the yearning rate. Interesting, okay. Yearning makes them cheaper to forge. Alright, cool. Thrones. Sure. Looks good to me. The artifact wants to be born. 50% off, wow. Didn't they change construction as well? Yeah, I get to just look through all the magic spells now, that's the next thing we do. So artifacts are at 9 now. So... trinkets are 1? Does that mean you can't forge anything at the start? That's really weird. So you need to get to 7 to do most of the boosters then, right? Like Skullcap and stuff is going to be at 7 now. That's pretty, I don't know, I mean, I guess it makes certain things harder now. I mean, was it not already the case that very few people made artifacts? Now you have to go to 9 to do them? Well, who have we got? We start with a scout, always nice. We start with names enabled on the map as well, it's also nice. I'm shocked by the Fog of War still. I'm still not used to this being on the right hand side either. I keep wanting to look up here to see province statistics. Let's go scout the farmland, see what that looks like. This guy... Hello, Cementicium, thank you very much for your message of support. I'll try to get some Dominion 6 games up on the channel when I can. Hope you have a pleasant commute. Right, let's recruit some of these bizarre sacreds then, and see how this thing works. We are capped on rec points, okay. Probably because I have no order at all. Do we want to get any mages to start with? Why not? Who's a nice, efficient researcher? Jesus, you're expensive. For an N2 E1, I guess they're holy, that's nice. Low upkeep. Anything else you want to recruit? Let's get a battle axe dude to go with our big longsword dudes. Checking out these extremely, incredibly beautiful new horse sprites for the light cavalry archers. Got some lizards right next to us. Synafi. My Seathburnders have scryed upon our enemies. 96 enemy units? That's pretty steep, isn't it? This one's 40, it was heavy cavalry. Alright, we've got 2 heavy cavalry provinces in our cap circle, a lizard province, and a 96 enemy units province. Hey Somber, yeah they do. It's so weird just seeing these like brand new sprites for things that are so classic. Oh, also, someone in the chat earlier said that you've linked to my channel wrong. Hold on. I'll let you know what they said. I'll just paste it. I haven't actually checked the thread myself, so I don't know, but I'm just passing the message along to you. But thanks, by the way, if you have put me in the thread. Oh, are you guys undisciplined? Yeah, I did know that, but okay. Well, -1 morale either way. Let's turn this squad into undisciplined. No, you know what? We won't. You guys have javelins? You do? Alright, sick. Wait, are you guys... So we have a lot of range. Alright, I was told that there's a lot more... There's a lot more units in general when you're expanding. I don't know if that's true or not. But I'll stick some bodyguards on this guy anyway, since we can kind of spare them, can't we? We have no cool formations. Look at Cub Mother commander traits. Let's see. Bear Clan Cub Mother. Cub Mother. What is this? This commander is exceptionally good at leading unruly youngsters. Cub Mother's units under her command are not restricted to skirmish formations and can be given specific battle orders. Very cool. Very cool. Cheers, Somber, thanks. Oh, you know what other thing I noticed as well? Is that we get a bow slot in addition to hand slots now. Does that mean you can give people a ranged weapon and melee weapon and a shield and they'll have them all? Because that's pretty cool if so. They can carry both sets? Sick. That's really cool. Well, we probably want to get bark skin, don't we? Since our protection sucks. Right? Got some nature mages. Can you cast anything at the moment? Personal bark skin? Personal poison resistance? Alright. You can stay home, do some research. Let's hit this 96 enemy unit province and see how it goes. Probably poorly. We don't have a great expansion choice though. Oh, scout. Yeah, keep going up there. Alright, we took it. So let's see how this weird rate works then. So Scar Souls, 50%, 1 Scar Souls left. Okay. What's the blessing? I already forgot what I gave them. They've got defense and blur, and a shitload of heroism. But if they do survive, they should get loads of experience and get even more defense. Okay, I saw this guy get reset back to full health. Okay. Yeah, so he's used his soul. So I wonder what the 50% means. Is it just 50% chance to trigger, or? Are you just gonna die this time? Let's see. Oh, never mind. He just won. 50% means they get 50% of the Dominion points as souls when recruited. % of the Dominions, so I have 2 Dominion currently, so they get 1 soul. So when I get to Dominions 10, these guys have 5 lives. That's pretty crazy. Hey, Chifley. How many of them survived? So 4 of them survived. Did you get a shitload of experience? Oh, they get 1 star. It's not bad, right? Five extra lives, yeah, 6 lives total. That's pretty cool. $110 Bone Tribe. 90 enemy units, including heavy cavalry. What is this? What is this expansion? 116 Deer Tribe, at least they're Deer Tribe. Or a Wasteland. So we're really spoilt for choice on expansion options. Still recruitment locked getting these guys out. Do I have a version of you that isn't undisciplined? No. So I'd have to get these. Alright. $160 double Dagger Tribe. Wolf Tribe. My nemesis. I guess we're heading into the Wasteland then, so we recruit something interesting. What's in the garrison currently? Oh god, how do I... I'm so not used to having the buttons here. For army, I always use the button. What have we got? We've got 5 sacreds so far. Okay. You guys have leadership? No. They look like the kind of mage that might have leadership. He's got an axe. You'd think he'd have think he'd have like 40 leadership, right? Hey Wayne. Yeah, recruitment I've got down. Mercenaries is B, right? That's another one that, it's always good to have the mercenary button here so that you remember to do mercenaries. Click on your income. What, here? Oh shit, look at that. That is new. Are you sure you want to settle recruitment? No. Upkeep costs for units. That is very cool. Oh wow, so you can pull all of your gems off your dudes from here. Very nice. How would I open Mercs if I didn't know it was B? It is... this pile of coins icon, of course. I also noticed that provinces start at 1 PD now, which is interesting. New famous hero. Cool commander. Well done. What did you get? Heroic quickness. Nice. Alright, we took on that province pretty well. We can handle 2 militia. Good to know. 60 Deer Tribe. What does our army look like? Are these guys going to survive a 60 Deer Tribe? You know what is super confusing to me still? Is that they reversed the right mouse button and left mouse button on this screen. And I can't get used to it at all. It just screws in my head so much. I have to keep telling myself left click select, right click move. Left click select, right click move. I can't get it down at all. I just did it then. No, I'm trying. Left click select, right click move. You can reverse it? Oh, can you really? Oh, where is it? That's not That's on the map, right? So that wouldn't... Is that going to affect it in the thing? No, it's still backwards. It's still backwards, unfortunately. I don't think there's anything else, is there? It's alright. I did notice that you can now box select stuff and move it together though, which is cool. I don't know how to unselect once you've done that though. If anyone knows how you... I guess you just do another box, right? Yeah. Anyway, what was I going to do? So, I mean, we've got to try and do Deer Tribe. Let's push these guys up so that they don't take as many... Don't take as many arrows. We can't expand anywhere from here, though. This is Giant Lizard Province, and this is the throne, so... This is like the end of our expansion at this point. How's recruitment going back home? Can we get a bunch of sacreds? No, because it's rank points, so we never will. So let's see. You're fine. Let's just see how it goes. Oops. Scout as well. Yeah. Alright, very exciting. Can we take out the 60 deer? Ah, that's not too bad actually. Maybe we can do it. Bless is not helping against arrows though. That's a good point. I didn't think about that when I was making the bless. We've got no shield and no protection. And no helmet, actually. Yeah, come to think of it. These guys are going to get absolutely shredded by arrows, aren't they? No shield, 8 prot, no helmet. Head protection 0. Maybe I should have taken Stygian on them. Well, we did actually take the province. We got to contend with these animated shrubs first of all. Fortunately, they are routing though, so good to know. Tense battle. I hope we can pull it off. Nice. Good job, guys. And 650 people left the wasteland. What's the population here now? That is actually a pretty high population wasteland, I'm surprised. Okay. Nice plus 40 income arena though. Alright, so that's the end of our expansion. We got 3 provinces, so pretty good. Expansion might need some practice, you know, might need a different bless. How are we doing back home? We've got another army, I just don't have any leaders, so... Let's see. You lead. You can lead, you can bless. We'll get one of those, 2 of those. We'll get one of those. Deselect things in the battle menu. Press period. Let's see. Do I do this? And then this. Aha, nice. On every other screen it's enter to deselect things, so it's... Yeah. What does period do here? Nothing. Okay. So what does enter do on this screen? Just close it, okay. It's gonna take some getting used to, you know? Yeah, it's turn 5, we're doing no expansion. Not looking good. We do have some alteration research though. We can do enlarge, pretty good. Bark skin is next. And moss body actually, do we get water? I don't think so, right? You don't get any nature at all. Oh, this guy gets nature and water. Alright. For all the moss body boys out there, we'll try and get one of those guys too. Nice. Can you do formations? No. But still. Split you up a little bit. Okay. Left click to select, right click to move, left click to select. Left click to select, right click to move, left click to select, right click to move. Alright. You're going to do blessings, and then advance and cast spells. You guys are going to hold and get blessed. You're going to hold and fire your bows. Alright, we're going to have to go through one of the heavy cavalry provinces, or the big lizard province. So I don't fancy any of these particularly, but we'll give this one a shot since it's small. I could put the archers in the front and have them catch the cavalry charge, or these guys. Might just cause morale failure, I don't know. Actually, they're undisciplined, so we just put them there, and then we'll be holding. 2 commanders not doing anything. Scout, keep looking around. You, pick up the rest of these guys. Keep heading home. Anyone in this province? Nope. You get straight home. Oh, you can. Alright, that's not too bad. Remember the shortcut mu? The question mark? It doesn't actually work on some of the screens now, which is a bit, a bit concerning. I don't think, because I think I already checked this question mark. It doesn't say deselect here. Oh, it does. Okay, I'm lying. Alright, good stuff. Yeah. Yeah, indies look pretty tough, don't they? We got 110 barbarians in Dovan. Like, what is going on? 160 enemy units. Heavy infantries and long deads. 90 wolf tribe, 110 barbs. 70 bone tribe. Then we got heavy cav, heavy cav, heavy cav. Maybe it's just unlucky here though, right? Because this doesn't look too bad. I mean, okay, it's 94 wolf tribe. All right. My Pelheim. I've just joined the game as my Pelheim. It's going to be the first nation I play on the channel. Had to make sure of that. Alright, let's see if we manage to take out that heavy cav province. Okay, these... You were supposed to run towards the heavy cav, not go around them. Stop being intelligent. I'll say good chew them up though. That's the funny, there's a horse without a rider. And there was a rider without a horse. Very nice. This guy's sword is gold. Oh, he's the commander. Alright. That explains it. Yeah, riders and mounts getting separated is pretty cool. It does mean when I update Clown Mod, I can make a unicycleless unicyclist, which is pretty funny. Okay, we took that okay. That was fine, actually. Mostly militia. And a great harvest festival. Fantastic. New famous hero. This dude. Did he... I had him on advance and cast spells. I think he advanced and did some damage, though. He actually got 2 kills in melee. Respect. Is the unicycle sentient? No. So hopefully you can have a mountless rider without having to do a riderless mount. In the Tavern Assassination map, if you're bodyguards or cavalrymen, they'll spawn without their horses. That's very good. Alright, well this seems to expand well at least. Let's try them on 94 Wolf Tribe. I imagine this will be a lot harder. But you never know. My profit is back home though, so that's very low recruitment. How close are we to our buffs? So we get Moss Body and Bark Skin next level. Only AoE 1 Bark Skin, but... Then we get Group Bark Skin, not long after. Size 1 unmoving unicycle construct. I was trying to look up if there'd be a word that could describe a zero-wheeled vehicle, you know? Like a unicyclist without a unicycle is a, you know, non-cyclist or something, I don't know. Like a funny name to give the unmounted commander. Yeah, nullicyclist. Right, can you move out yet? Probably not. Let's do another round of recruitment. Can I get another... I can, alright, sick. I don't know why I undid that, but okay. We're at exactly 0 rec points. So you know this is good. Uncyclist, uncyclist. All great suggestions. And I was going to make the description be talking about how like shameful it is to for a unicyclist to lose their unicycle. Expansion is not going well, I will say that. I don't think this is the correct bless for these guys, but I am having fun trying them out. You can preach, I guess. Probably do some PD, right? Another thing I noticed is you end up with a lot more cash in this game now, but buildings are also a lot more expensive. What's this? This is a wasteland? Probably don't want to fort that. Forest? 11k pop forest? I'll fort that. Oh wow, we can recruit dudes everywhere. Alright, good to know. So I guess you can spam units with this nation as well. There's actually a shitload of rec points here. No resources though. What's the cheapest resource-wise? You guys? Still not very much, is it? Let's start a fort here, why not? It's not going well, but it's going great. Right. Did you manage to take out 100 wolf tribe? I have low hopes, but... not a wolf tribe. There's no mount slot, but there's a bow slot, that's cool. I mean, they're holding up okay. Arrows are just brutal to us, aren't they? Maybe the best bless for these guys is Air Shield, to be honest. Because they just get shredded, don't they? Especially since it's Middle Age. There's just bows everywhere. What's this guy doing? You fall asleep? Fell asleep. Is there a new bless that's just a helmet? That'd be good. So how many did we lose there? 5. Yeah, expansion not going great. I would like to see how it goes when I get some spells on them though. We almost have Alteration 3. So I'll keep my prophet home one more turn. We'll send them out with some spellcasters, see how they do. If it's any better. Spreads hats in their dominion. Alright, let's see. I mean, this is archers as well. There's no archers in this province. Let's see if this goes better. For curiosity's sake. And start a fort here. Wait, 1,000 gold? Oh shit, okay. Well, we can almost start a fort here. Who's this? Ashdod? Instead of she'll get a flight bless, just set them to attack archers. That does sound a lot more powerful. These are such big provinces. I guess it's just militia though, and light infantry. So is that a thing then, if they've made indies, like, bigger now in Minion 6? They're a bit more solid with no arrows. My commander just keeps rushing in to just kill people. Respect. He's up to 4 kills in melee. Do any of you guys have like lots of experience now? 2 stars, up to 16 defense. Not too bad. And these are about 50% harder? Wow. His name is Getem. Hmm. Alright, let's see. 24 units. Let's give them 3 mages. I mean, that's a bit heavy, but let's send them into lizards. Lizards are hard, so we'll give them a real test. Alright. Right click to move, right click to move. Right click to move. I'm never going to remember this. It's going to take me ages to remember. Okay. So, moss body guy. We'll put the moss body guy in the middle. And then we'll put... No, god damn it. Why did they change these commands around? It's so frustrating. We'll put a boxing guy in the middle. And we'll put my prophet way back actually so he doesn't catch buffs. So you bless, you guys are on fire currently, good stuff. We'll do hold and get buffed. You guys will just do bark skin. Gift of cat eyes, dark vision, that's interesting. You guys just do some bark skin, and then why not you can advance and cast spells. You can do moss body. And then why not you can advance and cast spells. Alright. We're sending them into lizards, the most powerful independents. You guys, what's this? Crossbows. Alright, they're gonna lose to this then pretty badly, I think. Let's see. First forest is the crossbows one. Alright, first forest. Let's see. Let's drop floors in preparation for kitten. You got a kitten? Thanks for hanging out, man. I'll see you around. Okay, crossbows hurt. Oh, nice. I love cats. Hope you have fun with the kitten then. Yeah, those crossbows are no joke. Alright, we got through it though. These sacreds are surviving longer than I thought, but yeah, it did require quite a number of them. And we do lose a few every single battle. It's a bit of a shame. What are those sacreds called? Nidbethed, are they cap only? Yeah, that's a shame. I guess these guys can just spam units out of every province though, so I guess that's... Yeah, I mean I could just be recruiting 5 things a turn here and 5 things a turn here, and so on. What's the Blesseroni? The Bless is probably not very optimized. It is... Wait, where do I... yeah. So we got Defense, Blur, and Reinvigoration, and a bunch of Heroism at the moment. And then we'll get Cold Res and Chill Aura when my god wakes up. So Defense and Blur I thought might help a bit. And then Heroism gives you more experience, so you get more stars of experience. So I thought we might just bump up their defense, which is fine against melee, but because they have no head protection and no shield, they just get shredded by projectiles, unfortunately, so it doesn't really help in that respect. Oh, speaking of forts, I should be, There's so much treasury, holy shit. Yeah, I might as well just spam units out of every province. I guess that's what you do as a real game, right? You just, spam whatever cheap units you can out of every province. Especially if you can get big ones. What's this one? Yeah, so provinces like this that let you just shit out. I mean, between these two provinces, it's 10 more units every turn, right? Anyway, how did we do against the lizards? Did these buff help at all? Did you even cast it on the right people? Let's find out. Okay. We got some bark skin, we got some moss body. Alright, it's not amazing coverage, but you know, it's what we've got. Lizards are no joke, so... What is that? Swamp flower. Right, not sure if the buffs helped. I think the lizards just gave up pretty quickly. They bathed in the River Nid. We get a mist-covered highlands, nice. So, how much did we lose there? I guess we only lost 1 sacred, that's not too bad. Got a lot of kills as well. That is a vampire throne. It looks kind of scary. What turn is it now? Turn 10, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 provinces. So, pretty poor. This army is finished, cannot expand any further. But we'll throw them into the Ictids anyway. See what we can get. Don't have high hopes. There's so many Ictids, holy shit. Well, good try. How do we do? Killed, you know, quite a few. 19 things, not bad. Check the main army. I mean, it's, you know, passable, right? How many losses was that? We didn't even lose anyone. So I guess once you get a couple of mages up and running doing barkskin and stuff, they're not too bad. And I suppose at this point we also have higher dominion in our cap, don't we? So these guys have more lives. What would be a better blast? I think maybe it might be better to start with an Awake Pretender, right? Because your Sacreds get stronger the more dominion you have at home. So at the very beginning is when they're the weakest. So it'd be nice to just have a pretender going around taking provinces for you at the time when your troops are the weakest. Then bless-wise, I don't know, it would be nice to just take Shield, to be honest. But do we get magic? Yeah. Always feels bad taking Shield as a blessed to expand when you can. It's because Arafen is like what, A3? Let's see, is that still in the game? I can't remember if it's is it enchantment? Is it alteration? Arrow ward, okay. Protective winds, oh wow, there's a smaller version of it even. Yeah, A3. AoE 20 now instead of battlefield wide. Does a nation have a gimmick where it likes high cap dom? Sort of. So these units we can recruit, they have this ability, which is Scar Souls. They have 50%, which means 50% of the candles in the province gives them extra lives. So because we have Dominion 7 currently, these guys have 4 Scar Souls, which means you have to kill them 5 times. So they're, you know, deceptively chunky, but that's 5 times over the course of their lifetime, not in a battle, so they'll gradually get worn down. But the higher, if we had 10 Dominion in our cap, it would be 5 Scar Souls. And then you'd need to kill them 6 times in combat. Or well, 6 times over the course of their life. So the more Dominion is in your cap, the more lives these guys have, basically. So you can imagine how early on, when you're kind of losing units to attrition, if your Sacreds just happen to be able to die multiple times, well, it lets them expand further, you know? Don't know if it's quite worth just sitting in your cap preaching, but it might be, because you can just recruit H1s to bless your troops. In fact, these guys can bloodsack it, I believe, so you could probably try and force something through. You do some early blood hunting, but that's probably not going to do much for you in the early turns of the game. Anyway, another thing I wanted to do is look through spells, because it looks like there's a ton of new spells, so I think a lot of this stuff is new, right? So this all looks the same. Summon Hawk in combat is new. Stuff like this looks so much like a magic gen spell. Because I saw, oh god, where is it? I saw one that just, I don't know if I'm going to be able to find it again. Is it Conjuration? I can't find it again. But there's a spell that just summons an illusory warrior. Why can't I find that? It's not in Evocation, it's not in Conjuration, is it? Or maybe I'm thinking of this? No. This? I'm so confused. I saw a version of this that was earlier in the book. Oh, there it is, Warrior Illusion. Yeah, I saw this and it has a casting time of 75%. Summons Warrior Illusion. And this looks so much like a magic gen spell, you know? Anyway, what was So let's see. You can now summon a Hawk in combat with a magic, that's pretty cool. Water power, storm power, yeah, that's normal. Ogre shades, vine men, algae men, wolves, horned serpents, killer mantises. I wonder if these guys have their magic, magic claws back or not. How much research are we doing? 61? Oh, let's find that out then. Mages, come home a second. Curious. Are they still the same lame? Oh hey, our gods woke up as well. No magic gems. We don't get nature gems? We got all this nature magic. Right, are you still the same lame Dominions 4 mantises? Dominions 5 mantises? Let's find out. Yes they are, with the stupid mundane claws. Okay, good to know. And Tapestry of Dreams, what is this? Spirit Sight Scrying Ritual. Caster conjures the dreams and memories of a distant land and weaves them into a tapestry that reveals what transpires in the province. The tapestry will dissolve over a month. So I think this is just scrying. This scrying ritual will also detect invisible and glamoured units. Okay. I'm noticing that a lot of the stuff that counts as invis and glamour and blur and stuff is in glamour, so it's yeah. It feels like you need some glamour to deal with glamour. A bunch of stuff has less than 100% cast time now, interesting. So Fire Lilies, I saw that the sprite for Fire Lilies got changed. Scorpion Beast, Phoenix Power, Early, For the Winds, Amphitheater, Cave Cows, this is all the same, isn't it? Earth Power, Power Spheres, Dark Knowledge, yep. So these are new. Phantasmal Wolves, okay. Where's a gem? You get 2 Phantasmal Wolves for a gem. Doesn't sound amazing, does it? And Summon Feyfog. Can only be cast in forests and cave forests. 10 effects, 5 gems. Few Feyfolk look alike, and many have animal features, but all Fey are able to use glamour, and their true appearance is really what it seems. Interesting. You know what I'm really missing is the Dominion's mod inspector, so that you can just load up stuff and just see what it looks like. I hope Lars is still around and he updates the mod inspector for Dominion 6. Nest of Salamanders. This also looks like a magic gem spell to me. Spend a gem to get 10 plus 1 per level. Salamander asps in combat. He said he's going to? Oh, sick. He goes a hero. We don't have Fire Mages, do we? Or I'd try that out. My god does, but I don't think he's going to get into combat anytime soon, so... It's a shame. Fire Drake, Flame Jellies, yep. This all looks the same to me. Draugr. That's the same as well, isn't it? I don't think this is new. Yep. Spine Frog, probably old. I'm not sure actually. Spine Frog, I don't think I've seen a Spine Frog before. Maybe it's new. Nest of Asps. That could be new as well. I guess it is. I guess it goes with the Nest of Salamanders. I guess they just really needed some spells that cost a gem and give you a bunch of little monsters in combat. Hey, I'm all for it. Spine Frog sounds new to me, yeah. Oops. We could actually cast that one as well if we did a bunch of research, but it might be a while. When hunting, they grab their prey with their tongue and often swallow it whole. Strength of Gaia, all the same. Summon Water Kobold. Alright, I didn't think of that as a glamour spell. Water Kobold. Small fey creatures. They live on ships and are generally merry and friendly. They aren't very good leaders, but can bring soldiers with them across the sea. Okay, so a sailing leader? They appear as small and weathered fishermen in yellow clothes and are usually puffing on a tobacco pipe. Well, there you go then. We get a sailing kobold. Pretty good. Cave kobolds. Surprisingly strong, well-versed in mining, and have exceptional knowledge of where to find veins of metal. If given gold, they can aid miners and underground workers. Cave kobolds are also efficient sappers. Okay, so they get a siege bonus. I wonder what this mining thing means. Maybe they get resources? Cave kobolds use enchanted pickaxes to mine or attack perceived threats. It's always hard to tell in Dominions if something is flavor text or if it's mechanical text. So they can actually improve mining sites. Interesting. So if you get like a didn't we just get one? Or am I? Did we not just get a mine of superior iron? Or am I thinking of something else? Miscovered Highlands. I think I'm dreaming. I thought we got a mine of superior iron somewhere. Must have been in my test game. But yeah, okay. So like gold, silver mine. Yeah, okay. Interesting. Alright, Glamour 2, at the end of the rainbow. 3 provinces, not 3 seas. The caster conjures dreams from beyond the gate of Horn to find what lies hidden at the end of the rainbow. All sites of Glamour in the target province... Oh, okay, this is the site searching spell. Thought it was going to be something cool. Phantasmal Warriors, so... This gives you 2 warriors for a gem. So I guess because they are ethereal, you get... It seems like it's the equivalent to these spells, right? But you only get 2. Phantasmal Warriors come armed with phantasmal weapons, wearing Gossamer Weave armors. They're insubstantial and difficult to harm. Disperse when the battle is over. Okay. And finally, 12 gems. Summon Fey Footfolk. God, that's hard to say. Fey Footmen are alabaster-skinned warriors wreathed in illusions. They don shimmering armors of crystal and mother of pearl, and their swords are made of dream-wrought glass. With cast in a cold province, unseelie soldiers appear instead of Fey Footmen. Sounds good, but again, I wish I just had the the mod inspector, so I could just load them up. Right, anything else new here? This is all the same, isn't it? Messenger crows, that's new though, right? The caster sends out a vast murder of crows to scout a distant province. The birds will continue to scout the province until the spell ends, or the province is lost. Enemy scouts and sneaking armies will become aware that crows are present everywhere, glaring suspiciously. So, this isn't actually anything to do with scouting though, it's a patrol bonus it looks like. Okay, so that's what they mean by scouting in the flavor text. Plus 3 months per extra gem, so every gem gets you 3 more months. That's actually kind of nice. Because that's a shitload of patrol. Not that expensive, right? Cast that on your, Well then again, I mean, is that going to work on... It's 50 patrol versus enemy units. I guess it doesn't do anything about unrest though, right? Does not help with that. Yeah, okay, yeah. I got the feeling. Might be nice to just stick it on a narrow border though. Your neighbours with a sneaky neighbour. Windride, Voice of Tiamat, yep. I think this is all the same, right? Was there always a low version of Ether Warriors? There wasn't, right? 3 Ether Warriors for 15 pearls, that's pretty good actually. Spirit Mastery, 25 spirits, Ghost Grip, Corpse Candle, Banelord, Howl. Ah, we got the old Howl back. No more JBBM. Yeah, so that is new, isn't it? That's kind of cool. Spirits of the Wood. That's the homesick guys, right? Yeah. Forest Trolls, Winged Monkeys, Vermin Feast. Okay, so all of this is the same then, besides messenger stuff. I think so. I don't remember there being a small version of Ether Warriors. Alright, blue caps. This costs 20 gems. Cave Kobold from the Dreamworld prevents the magic in the Dreamworld to leave its body. The true shape of a blue cap that hasn't lived in this world for too long is a dancing blue flame. But it often takes the shape of a cave kobold with a bright blue cap. Normally blue caps lose some of their connection with the Dreamworld over time, and with it, its magic abilities turning into a regular cave kobold. Okay. So this gives you a Earth Glamour Mage. Alright, nice. That's pretty easy to cast as well. I imagine it's not very powerful. Remember saying Ether Gate now makes an actual gate that makes more Ether Warriors when you summon them? Ether Gate. The gate increases the magic scale by +2. The gate increases the number of Ether Warriors summoned from other rituals by +2. That's pretty cool. It's still very expensive. But, 15 warriors and the commander. When the gate opens, vast powers are released and the magic level is increased in the present. If cast with additional gems, the gate will last for several months, and further rituals that summon Ether Warriors will have increased effect. That's pretty cool. What else we got here though? Phantasmal Beast, okay. Very Magic Jenny. Fey Knights, 3 for 15 gems. Wreath of Southern Illusion, Crystal Armor, Mother of Pearl, Dreamwalk Glass, Fey Horses. Sounds cool. Alright. Have to wait until there's a mod inspector. New stream is real. Wait, that's not Decrepus, is it? You got his SA avatar. Oh, Sleeper is a glamour spell now. That's surprising. Okay. Oh, it is? Oh, hey. How's it going, man? Alright, level 6 then. Fire Snakes, Flame Spirit, Great Eagles, Bishop Fish. So this is all normal. I wonder if there's any alternatives to Bishop Fish now. Because, that would be nice. It doesn't look like it. This, this list looks pretty similar. Dom 6 Mu mod. I'll update, Clowns tomorrow, I think. I'm gonna look through, all this new stuff to see if there's anything cool to use in the mods. Yeah. So great, you got Bishop Fish, Shark Attack, Viking's Court, Dreams from Hades. What was this? Is this the... yeah, the Kithiad. Hill Giant, Troll King... But yeah, these have, Is this always 65 and this is 55? I'm so used to playing the game with the JBBM costs for things, I don't even know what things cost in the base game, to be honest. Hey, Nick. Cash Acknowledge 25, Ether Gates, so we've looked at that. This is pretty cool. I don't know if it's... This is still such an expensive spell. Because that's another thing, is JBBM made this less expensive, right? 90 pearls is a bit steep. Because this used to cost 90 pearls back in like Dominions 3 when you had like 1,000,000 clams, right? So it kind of made sense then, but I don't know. Ghost Spectre. Spectre. Okay. Forest Troll. Giants. Lemia Queen. I mean, this is all pretty standard otherwise, isn't it? So you can do sprites in combat. How many do you get? 1 for a 6 for 1 gem. Okay. Gnomes. I guess these are more mages, or? Lama gets a holy boosting item. Cool. So I guess that's an alternative to Bishop Fish. The caster summons a gnome to serve him. All gnomes are skilled in the magic of the land as well as glamour magic. Yep. They appear as small, gnarled old men with bright red caps. So, doesn't say what they... All gnomes are skilled in the magic of the land as well as in glamour magic. So I guess that's just earth and glamour then? Maybe earth and nature and glamour? Or... I mean, gnomes are gnomes though, right? It's not a Gnoblin. And Fey Prince, 30 glamour gems. But there's a lot of these spells that give you things that are either from the Fey Court or the Unseelie Court. Which is cool. Earth? Right, okay. Isn't the other thing you get also Earth? The Kobold? What was the other mage? I've already forgotten. Blue Cap? So Blue Cap is also Earth and Glamour, right? Yeah. Alright then. Living Fire, Living Clouds, that's normal. Aftertotal, Kettle Bass, Water, Earth. Yep, all classic stuff. Man Fiend, Harvester, Ivy Kings, Living Castle? Right. I think I've ever used this, but this was in Dominions 5 as well, right? Caledonian Boar? Is this new? I don't remember Caledonian Boar. Phantasmal Knight in combat? So these must be more substantial than just illusions, right? They can't just have 1 hit point. Considering you get 1 of them for a gem, it must be pretty serious. Yeah, this seems new. A horrible monster boar with burning eyes, spear-like bristles of iron, and tusks like that of an elephant. Pretty cool. This is a ritual summon, okay. Phantasm is not illusion. Got it. Lore of Legends. The caster gains +1 in all his magic paths for 1 month. The caster taps into the Legend of the Dream World. For 1 month, the caster's magic skills become legendary. After a month has passed, the powers fade, and the caster is once more bound by the restrictions of this world. 20 gems to do something special. So that's one of those things that's going to have pretty niche uses. A really straightforward one is if you need to forward your booster that you can't quite make, and then you just boost yourself for a turn so that you can make the booster, and then use the booster to make more boosters, right? But there's probably other uses for it. Interesting. And Wild Hunt is now a glamour spell, okay. Alright, level 8, and level 9 spells are different now, right? I think someone said you have to research level 9 spells individually, is that right? That sounds kind of crazy if so. So, Kings and Queens, that's all normal. Kindly Ones is normal. Guardians, Earth Attack. Yep, nothing new here, is there? Well, Fairy Court, I guess. Is this? This looks like JB's spell. This looks like Bidden in Song. Cool. Depends on the game setting, but yeah, that's the default. I mean, it might be interesting, right? I feel like often you go to level 9 for a specific spell anyway. With some exceptions. Evocation has like a few really good globals all at 9, right? Or maybe in BBM it does, but... This says Celestial Rainbow and Strands of Arcane Power. Needful Flames. Flamestorm. There's a lot of stuff in Evo 9 you might want, but... Have I seen Immaculate 4? Not yet. I'm up to, well... Here is as far as I've looked through the spellbook. Alright, alterations then. So this all looks the same, right? Poison Touch. Is that new? I don't know, it's hard to tell sometimes if something is new or not. Still gold yet. But I noticed that, yeah, some spells have been changed so that you have like personal poison resistance, and then there's... Are there no battlefield-wide buffs anymore? Is that a thing? Okay, there are still. Oaken Army. Or like level 8 mostly. Doesn't affect illusions or spirit forms. Alright, let's have a look then. So this all looks like the old stuff. Cat Eyes is dark vision now, so I guess this is because there's a cave layer, so I assume you can go into like a separate layer where it's like all darkness. And you're gonna have to be casting like dark vision on your dudes in all the battles and stuff, which is kind of funny. So Poison Red's box game, Blood Body is Blur. The same as the Bless. Burn? Didn't this have a different name? Wasn't it just called Combustion originally? Resist Cold, Personal Mist Form. Oh, that's just Mist Form, okay. Resist Fire, Quicken Self, Ice Shield, Gooey Water. What? So this is Slime? Or... It's not Slime, it's the other one. Wasn't this spell just called Slow originally? No, there's Slow. So is AoE 1. What is Gooey Water? The slime effect? So this is actually slime, but... Oh, is it underwater only? Is that the thing? Oh, can only be cast underwater. Oh, I see, okay. That's cool though, slime is a very good effect. Resist Lightning, Alchemical Transmutation. Did that always require 10 gems? I thought you used to be able to do this with any amount of gems, or am I misremembering? Stone Skin, Armored Achilles, Gift of Cheated Fate. Okay. So there's Twist Fate and then Gift of Cheated Fate, okay. Weakness. Very nice. Oh, it doesn't scale anymore, I see. Oh, right, okay. This is one of those funny spells where... Because this stacks, right? You can just spam weakness on someone and just constantly take all their strength. I've never actually seen that happen in a game, but it would be funny. Someone's thug just gets hit by 20 weaknesses. Enlarge, mirror image. So this is no longer an air spell. And blur. Inner Sun, Immolation, Full Res, Protective Wind. So this is AoE 3 plus 1 per level air shield. That's pretty cool. It's quite early in the book as well, I suppose, relatively. Did this use didn't need a gem? Is that what it was? Because it's a very good effect. They changed how mirror image works too. Let's see. Image will surround a mage and make it harder to figure out which one to strike. Strike will have an equal chance of hitting each image and the mage. If an image is hit, it will disappear, and further attacks are more likely to hit the caster. Is that not the same? Right. Air shield, mist. Assume is the same. Fire res. AoE 1. Interesting. It was just a mischance. That's 2 per level and a hit removes 1. Okay. Oh yeah, I remember. It used to be that if you got hit once, you just lose mirror image, right? But now you just gradually lose images. Yeah, that's pretty cool. That's pretty strong then as well, isn't it? Earth Meld. Gift of Cat Eyes. Some more dark vision stuff. Animate Tree. So I've seen some indies casting this. Pretty cool. Oh, that's cool. So you have to cast it on a tree on the battlefield, I take it. That's very funny. Wishes are usually slow and not very well suited for fighting, but they are surprisingly strong, and they may easily kill a human should they get a hold of one. Oh yeah, didn't arrows used to just ignore mirror image originally? What else we got? So Body Ethereal's still there. Moss Body Torpor. So is this a sleep effect or no, it's just oh, extra effect sleep. So it does fatigue damage and sleep. That's kind of nice. Only AoE 1, but... Yeah, I saw a tree with 120 hit points. That's pretty crazy. They didn't do a whole lot, though. Displace body. The mage's image appears beside his actual location. It's very difficult to hit in melee. The first attack against the displaced unit will always miss, and the enemy will swing straight at the false image. Attacking units have their attack skill reduced by 5. First strike against each displaced unit is -10. Okay. So is this like just like a... This is like the Bless, right? So there's Blare, which is -2. And then there's Displace, which is -5. There's also a spell that affects every plant on the battlefield. And Group Blur as well, AoE 3, okay. Combustion, Lacerating Winds. Okay, so it can do mundane, no, magic, oh, I was gonna say magic slashing damage, it's not, it's just magic damage. But, it's not armor negating or anything, so probably not gonna hit much, is it? It looks a bit like, Blade Wind, actually. Where is Blade Wind? Not in Alteration. Blade Wind. Yeah, so this is just a big slashing attack. So the version. Oh, there's 75 cast time now. Actually, this get changed much. 75 cast time is pretty. That's very new, isn't it? So then you have Lacerating Winds, the version, which is the big AoE that just does 5 magic damage. Mist Form. So can this be cast on people now? AoE 1 Mist Form. That's also pretty sick, isn't it? Is Fog Warrior still in the book? Yes, but it's not Battlefield anymore, it's just 20 AoE. Oh. I see. So Fog Warriors is now Army of Mist. The whole Battlefield, that's at level 8. A Miststorm at 4. Fog Warriors at 7, Army Mist at 8, okay. Liquid Body, Quickness Slow, Encase in Ice, Wolven Winter. I think this is all normal. Twilight. Battlefield enchantment, so is this just darkness? Yeah. Vision is slightly hampered and it is difficult to discern details. That which is small seems large, and that which is close seems far away. All glamour mages have their glamour skills empowered as long as the twilight remains. Oh, interesting. Twilight has no effect unless cast in normal daylight. Night darkness and unnatural brightness causes the enchantment to lose its effect. That seems pretty cool. The stages to darkness now: twilight, nightfall, darkness. Interesting. Yeah, because there used to be the fire one, right? Solar eclipse. So is this nightfall? Dark as night? When battles go long, the time of day changes? That's really cool. There's like -2, -3, -6, yeah. So transmute fire. So these are all set values now. Cold resistant warriors. AoE 20 cold res. Incinerate, solar eclipse, arrow ward, which is shield. So this would have been arrow fend, I guess. Is there still... So arrow fend is at 7 now. Okay. A bunch of things just turn off at 100 of combat now. Arrow ward, storm... Storm is still storm, right? Gift of Formlessness. This is liquid body. AoE 1. Winter's Chill. So this was in the old book, right? There is no lingering cold. Okay. Was that numbness? Or was numbness a different spell? I can't remember. Winter's Chill, Fire Resistant Warriors, Bone Melter, Iron Skin, Group Stone Skin. Oh, that's cool. So, It feels like a lot of the buffs have been kind of spread out more, so there's smaller group versions. And then the Battlefield version is like later even. Which is probably a good change overall. Lightning resistant warriors. Wars of the Earth. Shatter, Baleful Star. Blood poisoning. The blood of the target is turned into poison. Even poison-resistant beings are likely to suffer and die from his own blood. Pretty cool. Precision 100 armor negating damage. That is actually pretty cool, isn't it? That's like a nature version of stuff like Frozen Heart and Incinerate and stuff, isn't it? It extends the mid-game, the most enjoyable part. The armies and buffs phase of the game. Cat-Eyed Warriors, more Dark Vision, Mother Oak, Nightfall. Caster shrouds the battlefield in darkness. The spell can only be cast if the spell Twilight is already active. Changes Twilight into darkness. Okay. Does that mean you... If it turns to darkness, do you still get the +1 glamour magic from Twilight, or... Blood poisoning is maybe too good? It does look pretty strong. I'm surprised, I guess it has to be Precision 100 if you're just transmuting someone's blood, right? Where is, Frozen Heart is at 6. This is at 5. It feels like it should be with Frozen Heart, right? Because it's the same sort of thing. It's actually... Well, I mean, it's better and it's worse, right? Because it's harder to cast because it requires N2. But it does more damage. Then again, it's poison damage as well, which is... I mean, it's tough to say if it's better or worse, but it should probably be at the same place in the book, right? Do you lose the Twilight buff? I see. So, right. So someone puts up Twilight and you just change it into Nightfall to take the buff from them? That's pretty funny. But again, it's another case of... It feels like a lot of the glamour stuff is counted by glamour stuff, you know? Which is a bit odd. The Earth Serpent has an attack sprite now. Holy shit. End of an era. And Shadow Warriors. What's this one? A large group of soldiers become blood. Oh, okay. Blindness. Blindness is another really cool spell. Great to drop on solo raiding thugs. I don't see people use that one very much, but it's really powerful. Just give a dude blindness. Boil. Is this new? Oh, underwater spell. I don't really know much about underwater spells because... Who goes underwater, am I right? Blizzard, that looks new. Battle enchantment. Caster conjures a mighty blizzard. Cool. This is storm and temperature -2? Okay. Group Iron Skin, so yeah. Is, oh wow. So this has changed. So we can still do Army of Lead. Requires Astral now, surprisingly. Why Astral, I wonder? Army of Gold. What is Army of Bronze then? Grants natural protection plus 13 up to a max of 20. Or plus 5 if 15 or higher. Interesting. An army bronze gives strength. That's pretty cool. Needs Astral because it gives magic resistance, that makes sense. Iron Bane, Iron Pigs, Petrify, Rumble, Control, Rewrite Fate? Right, okay. That's Twist Fate above. Soul Vortex. Soul Vortex still in the book. Fantastic. Sleep Legion. Nice. Darkness, okay. So this is the real darkness. -6. Transformation. Venomous Death, that looks new. Interesting, so in combat one person. It's another... Wow, another Precision 100 armor negating poison damage spell. That also does decay now as well. That's very good. I guess poison is no joke now. All these guys just instigating people with poison attacks. So Eagle-Eyed Warriors, Precision... Oh, that's nice. Group version of Eagle-Eye. Wooden Warriors, Barkskin, Giant Warriors, and Large. Displacement in AoE 1, okay. That is bigger than Blur though, isn't it? Invisibility. Cast against the ability Unseen. Isn't that like a -9 to hit or something? It's like, it's as if you go blind, right? Like bye-bye, yeah. Yeah. So this is at 6, so this is the version that appears with Frozen Heart. It's just much better than Frozen Heart though, isn't it? I mean, it's much harder to cast, of course, as well, but... Yeah. And Mirage, this is a ritual. The mage creates an illusory castle in a distant province to fool neighboring nations. Only upon besieging the castle will the truth be revealed to an advancing army. What? Less 1 turn plus 3 turns for extra gem. See you, man. Thanks for hanging out. I'm so confused by this. So what would be the point of this? Haha, I fooled you. There isn't a fort. Only upon besieging the castle will the truth be revealed. I don't understand. Fake fort is so funny. What is the use case for this? When do you decide, I know, I'm gonna make my neighbor think that I've built a fort on his border. And as soon as he moves onto it, he will know that it isn't really a fort. You would consider spending 1 gem on this effect? How does 20 grab you? Do you know what? I think the reverse of this spell would actually be more useful. That exists too? Cool. Yeah, this just seems a bit weird for 20 gems. I wouldn't mind putting fake forts around to kind of confuse the enemy, but 20 gems just to put a fort down that just vanishes as soon as your enemy walks on it, I don't really get. It doesn't... I'm not sure what that... I'm not sure how you can exploit that in a way that actually benefits you in any meaningful way. Yeah, that's true. That is one use. Discourage raiding. They do have to siege it. Oh, so when it says only upon besieging the castle, that means they have to actually what? They have to deal 250 points of wall damage to it for it to vanish? Because if that's the case, okay, maybe that's a bit... That makes more sense then, because then it would actually slow armies down. I'm so confused now. Okay, I'm not sure. This is one of those things I'm gonna have to test, I think. It's a bit deep in the spellbook to test now. But, I mean, it exists, right? It's there. It's nice when things exist. Might have some use. Pinging with a scout would still reveal that the PD wouldn't be national. That's true. The point of it is so that people don't know if the ritual fort you cast is a real fort or not. I suppose... Well, I think it's good that this spell has generated a lot of discussion. I think that's... I mean, there's probably some edge cases where, yeah, you just desperately need to get a fort up to discourage something, and then you can put up your fake fort while you build the real fort or something, but... I don't know, maybe I'll see use. Alright, Phoenix Pyre, Arrowfend. So this is now... So this is Arrowfend, okay. Fog Warriors is not, though. Fog Warriors is now AoE 20. And then there's like Warriors of Mist or something. Prison of Sedna, Crawl is new. So big slow effect. Precision 100 slow effect. Very nice. Wave Warriors, yep. Ice Walls. Is this new? The caster strengthens the wall of a castle by covering them in ice. The walls get thicker in cold province and disappear if it's become non-cold. The alteration lasts as long as the caster remains alive, the province is cold, and the fort is not conquered. Okay. This turns your fort into a... Walls of magic and ethereal units cannot pass through. Wow, that's cool. walls you can't ethereal through. There's a number of new wall buffs instead of just iron walls. Interesting. That's cool. So that almost makes it like a ice fortress or whatever it's called. But ethereal units not being able to pass through the walls is also really cool. Sea of Ice, has this changed at all? No. Marble Warriors, what's this now? 20 AoE? It's the same, I think, isn't it? Iron Walls, so... Oh, Iron Walls are also ethereal, also magic. That's cool. Wall meta? Yeah, it is pretty funny that this is... Well, I mean, it's 500 times cold scale. Cold scales can get pretty crazy now, though, right? Because you can get beyond 3. You can get down... If you're a certain type of nation with a certain throne and a certain... I don't know... You can get to, like, cold 7 now or something, can't you? Yeah, it looks like you just cast it on the fort, and then the fort just has it. As long as the caster's alive. Iron Walls is duration based, but Ice Walls is... yeah, indefinite. I thought 5 was max. I think I've seen... I'm pretty sure Muspelheim's cap can go to heat 7, so... maybe I'm wrong about that. Five is the max? I'm only going by things I've seen in Discord, so it's very likely I'm wrong about stuff. So what that would mean that if 5 is the max, so you could get potentially 2,500 wall strength. So in the best case, it's better than Iron Walls even. But worst case, it just immediately melts and then you get nothing. Doom, Will of the Fates, Enchanted Walls, okay. By enchanting the walls of castle, they become slightly more difficult to breach, but more importantly, ethereal beings will not be able to pass through. Okay, so this is just 100 extra wall, but you get the ethereal blocking. Okay, that's pretty nice. Bone Grinding. Yeah. Was that always D7? Frog Prince, Creeping Doom, Ukanami is... Okay, so this wasn't called this, was it? I can't remember what it was called, but I don't think it was called that. Can you do all of them in the same province? I would imagine you can, because it's probably like domes, right? So they're probably just province enchantments. Usually you can just stack those. You can end up with a fortress that has like 4,000 wall. Army of Shades is Blur for the battlefield. Cool. And Immaculate Fort, here we go. So someone mentioned this one. With the help of a glamour, a fortification and everything in it is made perfect. At least that's how it seems. Air is cleaner, food tastes better, streets are always clean, buildings are in better shape than when they were built. Fortification also looks perfectly fine, no matter how much damage it sustains. This makes it very difficult to figure out how to breach the walls, but when they are finally breached, the opening will be seen. So, unrest reduction and wall breakdown resistance. Okay. So this is basically just 50% increased wall strength. So the better your castles already are, the better this is, I suppose. Nice. This also seems to last indefinitely as well, so you might as well just cast this on your castles if you can get away with just doing it, right? The unrest reduction is nice. Imagine putting iron walls plus immaculate fort on a single fort. I mean, you can get some pretty big siege numbers there, right? That reminds me, actually, someone mentioned that forts are different now. They have castle guards. This is new, right? So, castle guards are usually on patrol out inside the castle and take care of infiltrating assassins. If the fort is stormed, the castle guards will hold the gates. Castle guards and wall defenders in this castle also provide 45 points of siege defense. I think that's new. We always had like wall commanders and wall defenders. I don't think we had castle guards and guard commanders though. So they add to fort siege defense, which is nice. It's nice that you can see your defense here now as well too. Because I don't think you could ever see this stat anywhere, could you? I think it was pretty hard to see your fort defense. Laughing at my neighbor and their really dirty forts. Yeah, so do they spawn in the actual space of the gate, Somber? Flameflesh Army. 5 cold res. All-consuming pyre. The caster erupts in a pyre of white-hot flames, incinerating everyone and everything in a large area around him. Armor offers little protection against the flames. Well, I mean, it's armor piercing. The spell will consume the caster if he is unprotected. So this is just AoE 40. And it hits everybody. That's pretty cool. Yes, in the space, standing there looking mad. Hold an attack, I see. So it's hard to like just shove a bunch of cavalry right at the front of your army and just immediately get through the gate. That's a shame. So that plus Ethereal's not being able to walk through walls. Yeah, I guess they want to make it harder to take forts, huh? This is funny. You could have a commander with wing shoes or something and have them do 1 turn of attack rear. And then 4 casts of all-consuming pyre. That would be pretty sick. All we've missed is Fog Warriors now. Quickening. So AoE 9 quickness, that's pretty sweet. This was always here though, right? One of the spells I never usually get to cast. Liquefy. Yep. Frost Flesh, that's Fire Res. Iron Warriors. This is AoE 20. That's not bad. I'm more likely to be able to cast that now than these, because they need crosspaths. There's only 2 gems, E4. That's easy. I spam that a couple of times. Marble Army. Oh, so this is the entire battlefield as well. It's only natural prop plus 10 though. Also, have these been lowered? Because wasn't this natural prop 20? What's the font I'm using? Hold on. I'll get it. Hold on. I've answered this comment a few times, so it's I'll just search my comment history for font and it'll come up. I think that's There they are. Alright, where was I? Is it really called Marble Army, not Army of Marble Puzzling? Well, it goes with Frostflesh Army, and ignore this one. Wizard's Tower, so yeah. Good old Wizard's Tower. 50 gems. Instantly win the game. Round Army. Arcane Domination. Yep. Disintegrate Polymorph. So this is all normal, isn't it? Displaced Warriors. So this I assume is just displacement for 20 AoE. Not quite battlefield wide. And Eternal Twilight. So I assume this is... okay. All provinces get +1 magic scale. And all battles have Twilight effect. Lands that are hostile or outside Dominion get -10 income and -20 resources. Hostile units risk getting tricked and die. Morale plus MR check. This risk is lower in densely populated provinces. Let's see. Hostile units must be constantly suspicious of what they see, or they will wander off a cliff, or maybe into the sea. This enchantment requires the presence of a single sun in order to function properly. That's great. Be interesting to see how Glamour, how it gets used in games. And then we've got, yeah, so Army of Gold Lead. Bronze is strength now, in addition to the protection. Arcane Decree. This decree forbids anyone but the rightful pretender god from manipulating the global enchantments. Any hostile mage trying to cast or spell a global enchantment must first overcome the Arcane Decree, which will weaken the manipulation attempt even if it should manage to get through. This also applies to any dispel attempt against the Arcane Decree. So new hostile global enchantments and dispels have their might reduced by half of the Arcane Decree's might. That's a great global. Runaway Astral... I mean, the thing about being a runaway Astral Nation is that you own the global list, right? Because you can just dispel everything. But now it's even easier to control the global list. Although, you would have to choose to research this spell, right? If people have that option. So if you're a runaway Astral Nation, you might want to get Wish instead, or Time Stop or something. Awakened Forest? What's this one? Oh, this is the one that animates all the trees, okay. That's cool. Yeah. I have a bunch of spells for Ideada that do stuff like this, so I'll have to, well, I don't know, I wonder if you can change what Laura appears in battles with modding. Because that would be nice. Alright, evocations. Can I break the limit too? With another spell to raise it? Well, that sounds cool. Alright, so Fireflies, Freezing Touch, Flying Shards. I think these are all normal, right? Gust of Winds is new, I think. Maybe. It doesn't look great either. Slime, Water Strike, Geyser, Cold Bolt, Acid Spray, Astral Projection, Starfires, Arcane Bolt, Minor, Bewitching Lights. What are these? AoE 3 Stun. Okay. It is new, yeah. Fire Blast, Sulphur Haze. I was testing out Muspelheim and playing around with Sulphur Haze. This spell is this spell got a buff, which is crazy. Last time 75%. Very nice, anyway. Good old Sulphur Haze. Flare. Yeah, a lot of these spells are cast time 75 now, huh? Which is kind of cool. Damage 14, armor negating, will affect both rider and mount. Huh, is that a new gimmick for lightning damage attacks? So the damage travels through the rider and the mount. I guess not for Shockwave, but Lightning Bolt. That's pretty cool. Solar Rays, Web, Warrior Illusion. Yeah, cast a Warrior Illusion. 75% cast time. And Ephemeral Bolt, what's this one? Right, okay, false damage. False damage will disappear if there are no hostile glamour mages left. Right, that's an interesting condition. Dying from false damage is permanent, however. Mindless beings are immune to false damage unless they are illusions. Okay. Do you have to kill all the enemy mages to make this damage vanish? That's pretty cool. Okay. I was looking at false damage stuff. So I'm going to update Clown mod tomorrow. I was thinking of like Imaginary Clown should probably be doing false damage or something, I don't know. But if it works like this, where damage disappears if there's no hostile glamour mages left, I guess it wouldn't make sense. There's a form of regen that works versus false damage. Ordinary regen does not, though. Right. So, is false damage working? Is false damage more like losing max hit points or something? Or is it a debuff or? I think I'll probably replace some of the fire magic on Clown Nation with glamour magic. But I think otherwise I'll leave them as astral air and water. More like having a separate health bar. There's a toy wooden sword that makes a commander count as a glamour caster. I see. Yeah, I saw JB link the toy wooden sword because it has a it has an amazing description. Stacks up in the background, right? Okay. Interesting. Okay, so level 3. Fireball Stormwind. So this is more of this stuff. But does stunning damage plus blunt damage, 1 point. Okay. It's very long range. And it's 75% cast time. I wonder if you could hit enemy mages with this and stun them out of casting stuff. Does that have a... It doesn't have a MR negates or anything. Only by large and strong. Interesting. Some of those spells would be interesting to play with it, but you probably wouldn't... unless you knew what it was going to do, you probably wouldn't want to script it, would you? You'd script Lightning Bolt or something. You only 10 fatigue as well. It does miss though is the thing. But I mean, it's big AoE, I guess. Specifically targets low prot things. Yeah, I imagine it would interrupt a lot of spellcasting then, right? That'd be kind of annoying. Acid Bolt Rain. I haven't seen this spell in ages. So in the balance mode we used to run in Dominions 5, Rain was just removed outright. It's too powerful. So fire spells have their fatigue cost increased by 50%, all clouds dissipate 25% faster, flying incurs double fatigue. Okay. Natural rain now also occurs based on growth scale. Interesting. Freezing Mist, is this 75? A lot of spells are under 100% cast time now. Being able to drop clouds on the battlefield immediately is pretty great, actually. Magma Bolts, Magic Duel, Healing Light, Shadow Bolt, Poison Darts. Poison Darts, is this new? Max 1 point of damage. Plus 5 armor to getting poison. Then we have False Fire, so armor piercing fire damage that is also false damage and lingers, and does AoE 6. That's a pretty good spell. I guess it's MR negates as well though, and only armor piercing. That's pretty spammable though. Health shot. 50% cast time. That's kind of nice. M1 negates though, so it's just like the elf shot bows. Dance of Ephemeral Swords. The caster is surrounded by ephemeral dancing swords. The swords are only illusions, but they will attack, harass, and harm enemies, unless they perceive the illusions for what they are. That's cool. The ephemeral swords perform 3 attacks against enemies each turn, dealing false damage. Alright. 10 fatigue, 75% cast time. Does this stack? Can you just keep casting this on yourself and get a shitload of swords? Flying weapon effect looks cool in battle now. Am I gonna get attacked by a bunch of elves riding at me, surrounded by flying swords? And a cloud of dreamless slumber. So sleep cloud, basically. Okay. Does this propagate through communions? It does affect caster, so I assume it does. That'd be pretty sick. See you, Somber. Thanks for hanging out. Yeah, you can just set up your wall of communion slaves. Give them all stone skin and stuff. And then surround them with dancing swords. That'd be great. Fire Cloud, Breath of the Desert, Fate of Oedipus, Thunderstrike, all the usual stuff. Acid Rain, Blade Wind, Netherbolt, yep. Bolt of Unlife, alright. Ephemeral Blast and Ghost Wolves are the glamour stuff. So just more false damage. Pretty nice if it hits. And what else have we got? Ghost Wolves. I mean... Is this the site? There was an air spell that did this, right? Oh, I guess that's why air now has those new attacks. It's because they've lost a bunch of stuff to glamour. That makes sense. So they used to get like Phantasma Warrior and Phantasma Wolves and stuff, and now... Illusion versus Phantom again? Oh, okay. So this is the 1 hit point version that Air used to have, yeah. Falling Fires, Hidden Flame. I think I saw someone link this one on the Discord. Conscious Phantasm, Evo is Illusion. Got it. What spell is going to replace Thunderstrike? Is Mana Glamination now? I guess they could just do they could just do the illusory damage then. It would be this, wouldn't it? Ephemeral Blast. It's not bad. It's very, very fatigue light. You could spam the hell out of that. Happy New Dominions Day to you too, Rarity. Okay, so I'm up to the Hidden Flame, yeah. This only affects magic beings, but that is a big chunk of armor negating damage. AoE 1 even. And then it does an additional AoE 9 armor negating damage. Magic resistance doesn't even save you. It only takes half damage. So, I mean, it just seems really, really good against magic beings. It's going to be good against horrors as well. Not much benefit to the communion if you're casting a 10 fatigue spell. It scales the AoE though, right? And the damage, in fact. Damage increased by 2 per level. So big communions would... I mean, that would make that really nice, wouldn't it? 75% cast time as well. Yeah, they definitely hit allies. Unless there's something special about false damage that means it's it doesn't affect allies. But I don't know. Based on just what I'm reading here, my assumption is this can hit allies. But false damage could be special in that regard. Fights from afar, orb, lightning, falling frost, gifts from heaven, earthquake. Usual stuff. Poison arrows. Kinda cool. And poison cloud. Very nice. Illusory army for a gem. What's this one? Oh, okay. It's just the big summon Phantasmal Warrior. I guess they're now called Warrior Illusions. Or... no, I'm confused again. Wolf Illusion... Warrior... yeah, okay. You know, yeah, Phantasmal Warriors. But they now deal false damage. Okay. I think that's correct. And Project Self. I've seen people talking about this spell on Discord as well. This spell seems really cool. So you send a phantasmal version of yourself to attack a province for 5 gems. You don't get any of your items, and you only have 1 hit point. You're just like a phantasm, but you still get your magic paths. So you can perfectly safely send a duplicate of yourself to raid. And it only costs 5 gems, which is pretty sick. Oh, Phantasmal Warriors don't have a single hit point anymore, I see. Good to know. Yep, you can still kill people. But you yourself cannot be killed. Which is a pretty good deal if you ask me. Yeah. But it is I think this is an odd cross path though. I think this is not typical. Because most people get Glamour Elves and they don't get Astral. So it's mostly nations like Rilia, I think, that get to do stuff like this. They're literally useless against Spirit Sight though, right? That would be the other thing. So is that because you're an illusion, and people with Spirit Sight just disbelieve you, and you just vanish? Alright, Flame Eruption, Wrathful Skies, yep, Perpetual Storm. It's a big project to cast it, yeah. Cleansing Water, that's the demon thing, right? Yeah. Magma Eruption, Mind Hunt, I assume is the same. Astral Fires, I assume is the same. Did this used to be S3 F1? Or am I wrong? I don't see this spell very often. It's a cool one though. Wrath of God. Oh god, I hate this spell so much. Blast of One Life, Bane Fire, Stream of Life. I heard this spell might have got changed, but maybe I'm misremembering. And False Horror. Oh, so this has been moved from there as well. Yeah. Do you disbelieve things like this with Spirit Sight, or? Or did they change from Dom 5? I don't know. There's all kinds of stuff. There's a whole new magic score. I'm just looking at the glamour spells now. Couple of new nations, new blessers. There's a layer system so that maps can go underground to the cave layer and stuff like that. I don't know. There's all kind of weird stuff. Ifrits can potentially do projection. Alright, okay. Okay, 7. Firestorm, Elemental Opposition of Water. What is this? The caster channels vast amounts of fire arcana against all active global water enchantments to simultaneously dispel them. The gem spent in excess of the cost to cast the spell is compared to the gems used to overcast each of the global enchantments. If the opposition matches any of the globals, that global is dispelled. Okay. So if it matches any, that global is dispelled. So it sounds like you could dispel all global water enchantments, right? Yeah. I mean, project self would be good just to be a nuisance as well. If you've got any spell that just lets you take province, just every turn for 5 gems, you just just project someone who can do Horde of Skeletons and just take a province for you. It's pretty nice, you know. I think it's also just kind of funny, like, because if you had your god, like, what I'd need a point of astral. Imagine just projecting your sacred geyser into enemy provinces. That'd be so telling. I can't wait to use that spell. This is cool. This looks like everyone gets a way to dispel stuff now, which is pretty funny. Thunderstorm. The caster unleashes a devastating thunderstorm upon an enemy army. Oh, so this is like an air version of like Flames from the Sky and stuff. That's new, right? That's pretty strong, right? 28 plus 2 points of armor negating magic damage. Wait, it's anonymous as well? That seems like it'd be really, really good against small elite armies. How late is this in the book? 7? I mean, that seems pretty good. Yeah, what is the... There's 2 versions of the fire one, right? There's Fires from Afar, which is only armor piercing. Only 20 effects as well. That's at 5 though. But then they also get Flames from the Sky, which is... okay, also 20 armor piercing. Covering most of the battlefield. So this has a chance to hit, what, most of the army? Through this ritual, the Fire Mage will also be able to see exactly what is happening as the flaming spheres strike the enemy. Yeah, I think I remember reading, aren't spells like this, you get to actually see them as a battle now? You get to see, like, the fire raining down on the units. That's pretty cool. So where was this thunderstorm? So this is 30 gems. I mean, that's like a level 9 spell though. So this is easier to cast, same cost. Only hits 40 things though. But you're probably more likely to actually kill stuff with it, aren't you? Yeah, I imagine that's going to be pretty scary, especially if you're going against someone who has like a high magic god. Yeah. Seems strong, I don't know. Ice Strike, Acid Storm, Murdering Winter. Oh, this is the other big spell. Yeah, I guess you should compare it to this one as well, right? So Murdering Winter would always, like, brutal. Would always be brutal for, like, human armies and stuff. Especially in cold provinces. Yeah, definitely. Good against, like, small elite armies. Rain of Stones, Nether Darts, Stygian Range. These are all the same. Miasma? Is this also poison an enemy army? So this is the same sort of thing. So this is 5 armor negating poison damage. 150 effects, okay. Can only target swamps and drip caves. Interesting. Wonder what a drip cave is. So I think this would be better using it. You use this on an army you're about to fight, right? So that they go into battle wounded. So it's probably not going to kill anybody on its own, but it would certainly weaken an awful lot of people if you're about to fight them. Interesting. So more remote attack rituals to worry about. Great. Illusory attack as well. Is this the same sort of thing? The mage projects an illusionary army out of province far away. The mage is able to guide the army into killing any enemies located there. The illusionary army will dissolve once the attack has been completed, or if there are no enemies in the targeted province. Okay, harder to tell what this one does, but sounds like a similar sort of thing. Probably not as good if it's only 8 gems though. Wailing Winds is now a glamour spell. That's very strange, no death at all. Okay. So, fear effect. Continuously targets all enemies with fear 1. Down to a maximum of -10 morale. Yeah, the spell's pretty brutal. It was nerfed quite a lot in the balance mod we used to run in Dominions 5. So, okay. So this is now a Elf Nation spell. Oh god, that's horrible. I think, actually, maybe elves don't get air now, actually, so maybe it isn't. Summon of Courage can battle it now? Interesting. If remote attacks are battles now, does that mean you could script a mage to cast battlefield-wide resistances to defend against them? I don't know. It's an interesting idea, though. But, yeah, certainly in the case of this, where it says, you know, covering most of the battlefield, I think that implies it's gonna happen as like a battlefield battle, and that's why you can see it. So probably every spell that says, what is the line? But maybe not this one, actually. This one's anonymous, so that would make sense. What about Miasma? Maybe the anonymous ones you can't. The Nature Mage will be able to... Oh, yeah, okay. So it says the Nature Mage will be able to view the release of gases through the ritual and observe the effects on the enemy army. That probably means it's going to take place as a battle, I think. So maybe you could have your mages set to all cast poison resistance and they'd get it off as this spell hits? I don't know. But that's a cool idea. priests have a job there. Let me just check. I'll check the... So has Sermon of Courage changed at all? Or... Courage 1, max +1 morale bonus. This prayer can also reduce the negative morale effects from spells and monsters that cause fear. Oh, I see. So if you're below... So if like fear gives you a -1, then this can give you the +1 back? Is that how it works? So the priests can just stay behind your troops constantly, constantly curing fear? It's kind of cool, if that's how it works. You think so? Yeah. Sounds like it, doesn't it? The way morale works changes. Each cast gives +1 morale, which can remove a negative effect, yeah. That's cool. Because, yeah, big fear effects like Wailing Winds are always, like, extremely powerful. There wasn't really much you could do about them. So I guess the answer is tons of priests. Which is something. Wait, Shimmering Fields isn't as a glamour spell now? It now does false damage. That's really surprising. Whilst the damage from the ephemeral power is not real, the presence of glamour mages will make it real enough to kill. The Shimmering Field is not selective and can destroy friends as well as enemies if not used carefully. Okay, so I guess false damage must be able to hurt friendlies then as well. I wouldn't have thought this would become a glamour spell, but okay. That's right, Witchmonk, Dominion 6, it's here. It looks very similar to Dominions 5 and 4 and 3, but still somehow has a bunch of crazy new crap in it. Magic morale goes from -10 to +1, and naturally increases to +1, so if you could throw a few Holy 1 or Holy 2 priests into an army, equipped to cast Sermon of Courage, that should counter Wailing Winds somewhat. Okay. Yeah, I get you. Okay. So, if I'm worried about fear, bring priests is the lesson. Alright, so what else we got? Pillar of Fire. Glad that's back. It's implemented differently though. Okay. It doesn't say what the Lingering Cloud does. So it used to do a big fatigue effect. I wonder if that's what it does now or not. Curious. Second Sun, Chain Lightning. How does this look? Yeah, so this also affects Rider and Mount, which is cool. I guess that means it... Does that mean that it must chain from the Rider to the Mount then, right? So that eats a chaining. Which is kind of funny. Tidal Wave, Maelstrom, Meteor Shower, Astral Tempest, Vortex of Unlife. This is all standard, isn't it? Aurora Borealis, 2 gems. What's this one? So, Battle Enchantment, okay. Requires the sun. Caster drapes the night skies in dancing curtains of otherworldly light. Those weak of mind will occasionally stop in their tracks and stare at the otherworldly splendor. The spell can only be cast on the open sky. Okay. All enemies on the battlefield must occasionally roll magic resistance or get stunned. If cast during twilight, the roll is an easy check. Okay. Mindless units are not affected by the spell. Interesting. I suppose it's pretty easy to cast if you're a high glamour nation, right? Although, again, it's Glamour Astral, which I'm not sure if this is a typical combo, actually. I guess it's, Does cast when the sun doesn't shine refer to scales? I think it's, just stuff like Steal the Sun and Darkness, and probably Utter Dark and stuff. Also, someone said that the longer a battle goes now, the time of day changes. I don't know if that's true or not. I'm just reporting the facts as I hear them. Thanks, Casey. Well, there is also... So, the thing is, Glamour gets... I think it's in the other paths. Glamour also gets Twilight and Nightfall. So there's kind of... Glamour is like the master of changing the time of day, so it's not as restrictive as you might think. Yeah. Ooh, Celestial Rainbow is Glamour now as well, that's interesting. There's like no nature at all in 8 and 9 now in in Evocation. I mean, nature gets the Storm of Thorns and then it's like, yeah, okay. We peaked. So, Volcanic Eruption, Flames in the Sky, Flamestorm, Lightning Field, Needful Flames, Lost Land, is that new? Earth and Water. Ah, someone mentioned this spell at the beginning of the stream. So it turns a coastal province into an ocean province, I think. The most powerful ritual which will cause an entire province to slowly sink until it has become lost far under the surface of the sea. While the land sinks slowly, it will still be difficult for the population to escape, and those who live too far away from safety are likely to drown. Military units in the land are likely to escape if they are fast moving, okay. If they can fly or float, they are guaranteed to make it away safely if possible. One coastal province is drowned. 50% of the population dies. Units have a chance to escape depending on map move. This spell is fun. Pretty interesting one. I think it's worth remembering that there are some nations that have their capital spawn on a coast, right? Because I can imagine that being the ultimate... Yeah, imagine casting someone's capital. I can imagine the ultimate kind of middle finger being casting this on someone's cap. I see everybody is having the same thought. It is very hard to cast and takes 100 Earth Gems though, so I don't know if it's the most useful thing you could do with 100 Earth Gems on a Earth 6 W5 caster, but yeah. I think if you cast this on Jomon's cap, it improves his cap. What else we got? Stellar Strike, is this new? By reading the stars carefully, the Astral Mage will be able to foresee the perfect opportunity to inflict maximum damage on the enemy. When it is time, a large swarm of meteors will be coaxed to fall down from the sky, just as they pass above an enemy army camp in a faraway province. The Astral Mage will be able to observe the event as the meteors hit. Okay. So this is, I think, just casting that meteor shower battle enchantment, but as a remote attack ritual, which is pretty cool. I think this is one of those spells that everyone is going to dream of casting on someone for comedy, but never ever have the ability to. But we can all dream. Yeah, this also seems pretty sick. Again though, so the way level 9 spells work by default, you can turn it off, but the way they work by default is you have to research individual level 9 spells. So you'd have to get all the way to Evocation 9 and then individually research the spell that you want. So So you could get Lost Land, or you could get Needful Flames if you're a water mage. I feel like Needful Flames was probably the better one to pick of the two. But only technically. Morally, of course, you should take Lost Land. The world generator really likes putting people on coasts. It really likes putting me in the middle of like a mountain range with 3 connections. That's where it likes putting me. How many are going to be castable for me anyway? Well, I'll research to about here, and then I'll take a little break and just march armies at people for about 40 turns, and then lose. That's more my speed, you know. I'm only drowning my half. I know it would come really late, but destroying someone's cap can cripple. Yeah, I know. Yeah. The thing is, like, you can also have the same effect by just dropping Black Death or something on them, right? I mean, that also just takes away all your recruitment points. I guess this is a bit more final than that, but yeah, because I mean, does your water just become an underwater province once this happens? Like, can you literally just not recruit because your dudes would drown? Because that is pretty funny. Imagine spending 100 Earth Gems and getting stopped by a dome. That is true, it doesn't sink a capital. You're right, I hadn't considered that. Alright, construction. So construction's all moved around now. There's no... let me just check that actually. You can't forge anything at level 1? No. You can't forge trinkets at all now. We have bardings as well separately for yearning artifacts. So we literally don't know how to forge even the most basic knife anymore. Because trinkets are now at level 1, which means artifacts are now at level 9, so... I'm not sure how many artifacts you're ever going to see in a game. Unless you exclusively play, you know, 30 nation, 250 turn hell games. In which case you're insane. But any other spells here have been changed? Let's see. So this is all the same. Temper armors. Oh, that's nice. That's wait, that's at level 2? Was that always at 2? This is Legions of Steel, right? But just a smaller AoE? Is Legions of Steel... Okay, so Legions of Steel is still... Okay, so Legions of Steel is the battlefield. I might be confused because I'm used to playing with the AB Balance mod, which changed a lot of these spells. But I don't know. So this doesn't take a gem, AoE 5, I mean that's really nice. And then we have a AoE 20 version, which also still doesn't require a gem. Which is crazy. And then there's a battlefield wide one for a single gem. And that's really nice. Forge is now only 6. Yes it is. Hell games are for when you've tried everything else Sweetness has to offer. I should do a hell game sometime for the channel, just for the hell of it. Hello, welcome back. Turn 218. It's the year 2026. Still uploading turns. The sad thing about Hell games is you won't be able to play them on the big goofy maps anymore because it's going to be really hard for people to make custom maps now because they have to make multiple versions of the custom maps because of all the terrain changes you can do, which is a shame. Yeah, I've been looking through buffs. It does seem like a lot of spells now have personal versions and then, yeah, scaling AoE versions. Which is kind of nice, I think. What else have we got here? Mandragora, wooden construction, that's the big lumber construct, yeah. Iron Griffin. Is this new? The Iron Griffin is immobile and often placed in a defensible position in a fort or army camp, where it can impress onlookers, as well as blast would-be attackers with fire. Okay. Mechanical Men, Legions of Steel, Forge of the Ancients, Golem Construction, okay. This all seems pretty typical. Just odd that, yeah, I wonder why they moved everything down one. What's the reason for not wanting you to have trinkets at level 0? Alright, enchantment. Alright, what we got here? Protect from fire, levitate, so that's floating, okay. Kinda nice. I didn't know float reduced your movement speed. Or is that just for this spell, I wonder? True shot, precision, AoE 1. Okay, so that's aim, actually. Nice. Windrunner, protection, strength of giants, yep. Resist magic, yep. This is all standard. Then we get True Sight. And False Fetters has been moved from air. So, okay, that's why air gets a bunch of weird new spells, I suppose. Level 2 we have Ignite Arrows, so there's an AoE 1 version of Flaming Arrows. This is very Magic Jenny, isn't it, now? It's pretty cool. Those turn 0 Ice Lance builds were just too impressive. Ignite Arrows, Personal Flight, Water Shield, Breath of Winter, Flying Shield, Revive King, Proud Steed, what's this one? The caster enchants an animal mount, giving it increased intelligence and defensive prowess. 2 defense, 2 morale, 2 magic resistance, only affects mounts. AoE 1. That's cool. Gives to the hair, and Venom Arrows. So there's now like a poison version of Flaming Arrows, which is cool. And also very Magic Jenny. the whole spellbook just makes me think of Magic Gen now. Gift of the Serpent is Poison Res AoE 1. Personal Regen. Shroud of Splendor. What's this? All 1 as a spell. That's kind of cool. So you can propagate this through a communion too, which is cool. Give all your communion slaves ore. That's quite nice. Fire Shield. Okay, Lesser Flame Ward. Is that just Fire Res? Yep. AoE 1. Lots of AoE 1 buffs. Barflight. Missile range. That's new. That's also kind of cool. The Agartha Boulder Holer build just got another buff. Fantastic. Has anyone ever forged a fire sword in the history of the minions? Maybe, I don't know. What else? Was he just on? Barflight, right. Arrow of the Western Wind. Combat time 50%. With a few swift words, the caster enchants an arrow with the power of the Western Wind, the strongest of the 4 winds, and send it towards the enemy. Okay. Kinda nice. Gift of Flight, Lesser Thunder Ward, Seeking Arrow, okay. That's like the in-combat version of Seeking Arrow, which is kind of funny. Clayman, Winter Ward, Gift of Giant Strength, so bigger AoE, I guess, yeah. Astral Shield, Second Sight, which is Spirit Sight. Okay. Ray Skeleton, Revenant, Heal, Regen, and Gift of True Sight, so True Sight for units. Shroud of Bewilderment, which is... The caster and his surroundings shift and change. Faces of friends and foes are swapped, images are altered, and colours and sounds shift and change. Enemies trying to attack the Shrouded One will not know friend from foe and will randomly attack anyone in their vicinity. So, magic resistance check to resist bewilderment. Failure means no strike, and the next action will be a random one. Okay. Units that can see or sense invisible get a +4 bonus to the magic resistance roll, penetration bonus apply. That's pretty unique. You can also propagate this through communions as well. So, also pretty cool. And Horrible Visage, cast against fear. Can also propagate that through communions, so interesting. Very nice. Terracotta levitates soldiers. We can give lots of people floating. Any new items to forge? Not sure. I've seen one so far. But it's hard to check that out without a debug mod, because I can't forge anything, so... I don't know. There'll certainly be some items that require armor magic, so you can at least expect that. Yeah. I think I've also seen a new category of item that's like... false supplies, which I think a lot of those are glamour as well. I'm not sure how that works exactly. True Shot Warriors. So, yeah. So AoE 20 aim. Kajapi's Wild Water. Earth Shatter Hammers. What's this one? So this is a buff as well. The weapons of a few soldiers are enchanted with the power of the earth, making them stun those hit. This enchantment does not work on pierce or missile weapons. Blunt and / melee attacks will stun on hit. That's pretty cool. No morale penalty but still disease. Ah right, so that's how false supplies work, that's... okay. I suppose, yeah, I suppose usually you're trying to fix the morale penalty, but... A new helm that gets rid of homesickness, that's cool. Just hit I in Pretender Creation to see items? That's... I didn't know that. Or Shift F, okay, one or the other. I'll check it after the spells then. Shatterhammers is very new, that's pretty cool. Shroud of Flying Shards, is this... okay. Earth Shield 25, 6 attack... what is this? The caster is surrounded by whirling winds of obsidian shards. The shards will harass and slash enemies in melee, as well as knock incoming missiles out of the air. So, partial Air Shield and 6 attacks that do 1 point of armor piercing damage. Interesting. Can also propagate this through communions though, so it's another communion buff, which is very funny. I don't know how you plug any of these mages into the communion, because none of them have astral, but, you know, it's just fun to imagine getting stuff like this through the communion. That is a cool spell. It is also, once again, very magic Jenny. Spell Ward. Oh nice, a smaller version of anti-magic, okay. Astral Healing. So, usual stuff. Heal spells are really, really good, but it's just very hard to use them, because it's hard to preempt damage, right? Raise Dead, Twiceborn, Behemoth, Immaculate Mounts, so bigger version of the mount buff, which is good. Poison Ward is AoE 20, Haste is AoE 20, Serpent Fang Arrows is AoE 20, Gift of Splendor is AoE 1, AoE 1 Ore, also pretty cool. Forest Master Slave is Glamour now. Do nations other than man get that? Let's see if I get it. Well, if I do, it's not in thaumaturgy. And Simulacrum. This is 20 gems. The caster creates a replica of himself and enchants it with glamour magic to give it false life. Okay. So, controlled by the owner, it's all in magic. The creator's body is placed in a state of deep torpor that only ends when the simulacrum dies. However, there is a chance the caster's soul will fail to return and become trapped and lost in the dream world. Possibly until his soul withers away and dies. What is this? So you make a copy of yourself that plays instead of the caster. If it dies, the caster reappears. But there's an 80% chance that the caster reappears a month after the death. Each month thereafter there is a chance reduced by half. The soul withers away after 1 year. Okay. So that's kind of insurance against dying, but it could potentially go wrong. Okay. It's very odd. I don't really like spells like this because if I'm doing something to avoid risk, I don't want to then incur another risk, you know? But I mean, I guess if it's your only way out of dying, then you might as well roll the dice, right? I guess if it works, yeah, you could recast it too, that's true. I guess that's why there's a penalty on it. It is kind of expensive though, right? 20 gems? But if you need to keep someone alive, I guess you'll pay a premium. Pretty interesting anyway. Flame Ward, Flaming Arrows, Far Flight, this will be ranged, yeah, 20. Watcher, Trade Wind, Winter Ward. Giant Strength Warriors, what's this? AoE 20, okay. It's cool that all these buffs have like increasing versions, I suppose. Weapons of Sharpness. Wasn't this in Construction originally? Okay, it's AoE 1 now. I can't remember what it was originally, actually. Maybe there's a bigger version coming up. Goggles, Ritual Returning, Dispel. Has this changed at all? No. Gift of Spirit Sight. Okay, AoE 1 Spirit Sight. Eyes of God. Still Astral. Ward of Skeletons, Classic, Slit, Enchantment 5. Hell Riders, Group Regen. AoE 3 Regen. Fairy Trod is now Nature 4 Glamour 1. Okay. And Dreamwild Domain, is that? So Glamour 5. The caster enchants an entire province with the magic of the Dreamwild, creating a land of hope and peace, free from misery and woe. As long as the enchantment is active, unrest will decrease, and few bad events will disturb the peace. The enchantment is broken if the land is conquered by hostile forces. Okay. Well, that's cool. Weapons of Sharpness was Construction 7 for AoE 25, right? So it's been moved into enchantment. Yeah, Construction is... So the items have been moved up one, and it's lost spells. That's... Damn. Construction main's weeping. What else have we got? So Dreamworld Domain. Keep from Hell, Vapor Flames, Eternal Pyre, Wind Guide. So what's this now? So this is the Battlefield version, okay. Wind Guide negates the 50% firing chance from Storm. I didn't know that. Okay, cool. Greater Farflight, is this for the Battlefield as well? Yeah. Dome of Solid Air, Water Ward, Hidden in Snow. That's how much that usually costs. Did Hidden in Sand get changed? No, so It's an earth spell again. Oh, it sucks. It should be a fire spell, I think. I think JB's right. Sand should be fire and death. Griff of Winter. Yeah. Oh, this is new. Frost clouds appear all over the battlefield. Okay. I guess is that how it always worked? It just wasn't written like that? Because, yeah, Griff of Winter is the fatigue effect, right? Yeah. Enlivenment statues, hidden in sand, hidden underneath. Yeah, change the typing on sand, yeah. It really should be, shouldn't it? It just makes sense, because they're fire mages as well, aren't they? It almost feels like a mistake that it's not fire by default. I mean, I guess it is wasteland rather than caves, but... Earthquake warriors, what is this one? Oh, is this the blunt thing? Okay. This might be quite cool. If all your units do stun. Wasn't that what made Thunder Weapon Bless so good? Now that I think about it. Because I remember people used to take quickness and Thunder Weapons on nations that get lots of attacks, right? And they just do tons and tons of like stuns every round. So isn't this kind of the same thing? If you get a bunch of guys who do lots of blunt attacks, you quicken them and then give them this and they just do tons of stuns. This seems like it'd be really good. Oh, that would make sense, Jiffy, yeah. I'm sure JB has told them in the beta forum, though, that they should make it fire. Anyway. What else we got? What Warriors up to? Oh, Earthquake Warriors, yeah. Rigid from beneath, opposition, domes, reanimate archers, Ziz, Rigor Mortis, Hail of Serpent Fangs. The entire battlefield, so this is the arrows one, yeah, poison arrows, okay. Foul Vapors, Relief, Forest Dome, Steel Sight. This blindness? Yeah. So same as the fire spell. Where does the fire spell come though? The fire spell's really early, isn't it? Wait, has the fire spell been... Has it been removed or changed to... Oh, there it is. Blindness 6. Okay. So, level 6, F1, 20 range. Okay. And what's the glamour version? Enchantment 6, glamour 1. Okay. 100 precision though. Was the fire one 100 precision? Yeah, okay. So they're pretty much equivalent, I guess. Yeah. Alright. So Steel Sight, Fey-Eyed Warriors. So AoE 20 True Sight, okay. Aura of Splendor, AoE 5, 4. So it's all 1 if it's the same as the other ones. And Dome of Misdirection. So here's the Glamour Dome. So the entire province the mage is in, protected by a Dome of Glamour and Illusions. The dome will fool enemy mages and protect the warded province from spells. And make them target a neighbouring province instead. Okay. So it isn't dispelled by failing. Has a pretty high chance of working as well. It lasts as long as the gems. It's pretty expensive up front, but it's still quite a nice dome. Isn't that another thing? JB made the domes appear really early in books, which I thought was quite good. Was there 6? I guess it's fine, right? Hail of Burning Embers. So Flaming Arrows does have a battlefield version, okay. So it's at 7 now. And takes 2 fire gems now, okay. Dome of Flaming Death, Mass Flight. Is this for the... okay. Yeah, I like the Dome as being easier to use as well. It's a really good change. Thetis' Blessing, Ghost Ship Armada. You get the old crap vanilla version of Ghost Ship Armada back. Ghost Ship Armada is just owning me in the Dominions 5 game on the channel at the moment. It's kind of annoying. Steel Slice Warriors. Okay, so this is Weapons of Sharpness, I guess, for... But it doesn't work on blunt or missile weapons, okay. I'm not sure if it ever did. Maybe it did, I have no idea. But there it is anyway. Lion Sentinels, Earthblood Deep Pool, Anti-Magic, Solar Brilliance, Stellar Focus, Disenchantment. This ritual is a more powerful dispel. If it fails, it will still reduce the power of a targeted enchantment. Oh wow. So we finally have a way to get rid of the 999 Blood Slave, what's it called? Astral Corruption. Although, you probably die trying to cast it though. All Weapon of Sharpness was Earth 5 instead of Earth 4, I see. Yeah, that's right. Nice. Carrion Reanimation, Leviathan, Life After Death, Ritual of Rebirth. I think this is all the same, right? Mass Regen, is this actually... No, AoE 20, okay. Weapons Blessing, Tree Lord, Gift of Health. Lots of glamour stuff, Aura of Bewilderment, so that's more of the Bewilder stuff. Fear effect as well, pretty cool. Warriors of Dawn, so more ore. And then we have Veil of Perpetual Mists. So 30 gems. Shroud an entire province in mists, alive with whispers, screams, and harrowing shapes. Anyone trying to enter the province without the consent of the caster will find themselves led astray and leave the province from whence they came. Troops with strong morale will follow their commander, but if he is weak of mind and succumbs to the enchantment, they will follow him when he leaves the province. Okay. Anyone trying to enter the province will find themselves led astray. So if you try to move into a province with this up, you just end up out of the province? That sounds pretty crazy. I wonder if you can walk in if you have True Sight or something, or... Mindlessness? That's a really interesting spell. It's at level 7. And Land of the Everyoung. Okay, so slow aging. It is a very sought after enchantment for old mages who have much magic research left to do, but not enough time to do it. Okay. Fire Fend, Thunder Fend. So these are the battlefield ones, yeah. Soaring Army is the new mass flight, okay. Frostfend, Wrath of the Sea. The sea will rise and flood all coastal provinces within just a few months. Provinces that are struck by the flood will have their income and population growth reduced. Okay. Does that mean they become underwater, or...? That's pretty brutal if so. Void Pattern Labyrinth, what is this one? Void Pattern Dome is created over the province that the mage is located in. This pattern is invisible to human perception, but horrors will see this strange pattern and get confused and led astray when trying to pass. The dome will protect the province from any horrors trying to attack from outside, including against those drawn to horror marks. The more magic gems put into the spell, the longer it will last. If the mage dies, the Void Pattern Labyrinth dissolves instantly. The The chance of warding off a Doom horror is lower than for normal horrors. This can't protect thrones, though, surely. I mean, I guess it does, right? I mean, it's just a province enchantment. Although it does say the chance for warding off Doom horrors is lower, so I guess that's the out. It's pretty interesting, though. Unraveling, Fields of the Dead, this is the... yeah. So, I don't think I've ever used this. Wait, let me see that again. Yeah, Battle Enchantment, okay. Army Regeneration, so this is the new Mass Regen, okay. Haunted Forest. So this is, yeah. Okay, the Mannequin Global. Dragon Master, Mist of Deception. So this is now Glamour. Yeah, okay. It just makes illusions. And Fata Morgana. Okay. That's now Glamour as well, which makes sense. Yeah, I assume this is... yeah, cast this with a bunch of pearls before Cataclysm hits so that you can keep forging and such. Bronze contains 80 enemy units, mostly crossbow and heavy cav. Have fun. And 9 we have Demon Cleansing, Earth Shatter Army. Is this a battlefield-wide version of this? Really curious how strong this is going to be. Dome of 7 Seals. A magic dome is created over the province. Dome offers perfect protection against hostile magic, while allowing friendly mages to temporarily deactivate the seals and have their spells pass through. All friendly astral mages will know how to get through the seals safely. So does that only let astral spells through? Each time a spell is stopped by the dome, one of the 7 seals will crack. Once all seals are cracked, or the caster dies, the dome will dissolve. Well, that's cool. Pretty cheap to cast as well. Kinda nice if you can get all the way to 9 with an S4 E4 caster. The first nation I'm going to play is Muspelheim, because it is my Pelheim, of course. So I have to play Muse Pelheim. But what is it about the new Katiz that you're interested in? Then we got Arcane Nexus, Lichcraft, which has been turned into a transformation, I believe. So JB has won. You just like lizards? I tried to play Katiz once in a... I can't remember what the mod's called. We played that big mod made by... I don't know. I can't remember what... I think it was Dominions Enhanced we played. We did the Dominions Enhanced game, and I played Katiz. And... I think I was dead on like turn 15 or something, so I just didn't upload it. That was the one time I played Katiz. Yeah, Silt is now canon. This spell kills your caster, and they return as an undead immortal lich. Empowered in death magic. Pretenders can't use this ritual, interesting. And your size 10 into a size 7? That's because you lost all that meat. LA Katiz is now free spawn. I'm not very experienced with late age or Katiz, so unfortunately that means nothing to me. I think I played like 2 games of late age Dominions 5. Army of the Dead. What was this again? Oh, the big remote attack, okay. Gaia's Blessing. Right, the big resistance buff. And Gifted Nature's Bounty. Okay. Well, there's the enchantments. So, Glamour gets a level 0 spell, no one else does. He gets Sleep Ray. We've got Desiccate, Fire Strike, Blink, Communion Staff. Alright, I'm gonna be honest. Wait, Teleport Gems? What is this? This ritual can be used by an Astral Mage to teleport all his magic gems to a commander in a province far away. That is sick. A maximum of 10 magic gems can be transported, and blood slaves are not affected by this ritual. That's really good, and rituals take place before movement as well, so you could beam these over to a commander who's still moving. That's a really cool spell. I was going to say though, it is now midnight and I'm getting really tired, so I'm probably not going to keep looking through all this. But this has been interesting. I'll probably be on tomorrow, and I'll look through some more Dominion stuff. I need to update my mods for Dominion 6. I might stream myself porting Clown mod over to Dominion 6 if anyone wants to ask questions about modding or go over modding stuff with me. But for now though, I'm probably going to go to bed, so thanks for hanging out. I hope you enjoyed me just making a bad god expanding poorly and then looking through spells for a bit. Eventually there will be real games of Dominion 6 on the channel. I'm registered for one at the moment as Muse Pelheim, but yeah, it might be a few weeks before that's ready to go up on the channel. But watch this space. Thanks for hanging out, and yeah, maybe I'll see you tomorrow.